Wait. I don't want to talk about what I just did. I do not wish to discuss it. Wait, I just realized I have 2 shields. Did you guys know? I know how to play this game. Why am I like this, bro? It's a fun game, yeah. So I'm hearing. Shilia in my harbor till I geo. What's your gender? Airbnb. Reward is on cooldown? I'm the streamer.
Miss Thing was being noisy, weren't you, baby?
Excuse me, what is this place? Wangshan Hall. I feel like I've heard people talk about that in-game before. If you're lost, keep following that road over there. It'll take you to Yilong Wharf. Wangshan Hall? Now where has Paimon heard this name before? Oh yeah, Paimon remembers now. That's the stronghold of the Guhua clan, right? Oh. Indeed. Wow, Paimon never expected it would be in this sort of place. Well, can we go in and look around? Look around, you say? I didn't think outsiders would want to visit such a remote mountainous place. But since you're here, let me fetch one of my seniors to show you around. I'm not urbane? Urban? Unclear. Or eloquent enough to receive visitors, I fear. That's like the meme. You say I fear after stuff. You two wait here while I go to Yilong Wharf. I won't be long. Bro, you're going all the way to Yilong Wharf? Even before the voice of When the Fourth has faded, he has turned and disappeared into the forest. Whoa, impressive. Now you see him, now you don't. So that's real Qinggong in action, eh? What the fuck is Qinggong? Wait, hang on a second. Did he just say Yilong Wharf? So how long are we going to be waiting? Well, seeing as he's proficient in martial arts, it probably won't take him too long to get from here to there. Nothing for it but to wait then. It is not long before When the Fourth returns with another person. Hey, come on, a bit slower, will you? These old bones can't keep up with your pace. I am going slow. And let's be real, you're the one who's neglected your skills for so long that you've put on all this meat. Huh? This is a skinny old man! What the fuck are you talking about, mate? Enough, that's enough. Don't say such things in front of visitors. And this old gentleman is... Huang the Third of the Guhua clan. Some people know me as the Cloud-Piercing Arrow. Cloud-Piercing Arrow? So you're a talented archer? It was just a moniker bestowed on me in my youth. Pay it no mind. What do you mean, bestowed upon? You just call yourself that. Call him out. Why don't you just keep a lid on it? Anyway, you'd just like to visit Wangshan Hall, right? That's right. Very good. With your skills, perhaps you might find the treasures left by Grandmaster Guhua. Eh? Treasures? Oh god, here we go. Quite so. Grandmaster Guhua secretly established 12 secret chambers within the hall upon the clan's founding, in which he placed treasures now lost to the world. 12 secret chambers, eh? That's very specific of you. Did you take the time to count them yourself? Tsk. Whatever. Go on, go on. What is going on? Wangshan Hall is hewn from the mountain stone itself, and its structure is complex and intricate. Over millennia, only a handful of these hidden chambers have been discovered. The location of many others are unknown even to us disciples. This has to be a gimmick to sucker tourists in. For real? Harley! Let's go see those secret Guhua clan treasures, shall we? Hey, what's with that look? Aren't you tempted at all? We'll be rich if we find that forgotten treasure. Oh, that reminds Paimon. Isn't Xingqiu a member of the Guhua clan? Maybe he once trained here. Fine then, lead the way, Paimon. Hehe, awesome. Paimon just knew that you'd be interested. Hang on, how much does it cost to tour Wangshan Hall? Cost? Surely you jest. We are honourable disciples of the Guhua clan, and wish only to invite those of character to come visit. We are not brash, swindling charlatans. I'm not even asking for a penny. How about it? Would you care to come with me for a tour, and together explore our clan's illustrious history? Since it's free, we might as well go take a look. However, Wangshan Hall is, in the end, very important to us. Custom dictates, therefore, that outsiders who wish to enter must first pass 2 trials. Put another way, we first wish to see just how skilled you are. Don't underestimate us. Of course. These 2 tests will certainly be a walk in the park for your illustrious selves. Something going on here. It's just that these are the rules of our clan, and we can't simply change them arbitrarily. Please forgive me. So what exactly do I need to do? It's very simple. Please follow me. Stay safe, you two. Sussy. Tell me about the trials. Outsiders who seek to enter Wangshan Hall must pass 2 trials. This rule has existed since ancient times. However, forget it. If my senior thinks it's alright, then I have nothing to say about it. Anyway, there's nothing to worry about. Anyone can pass the trials as they are right now. Huh? What do you mean? You will understand soon enough. Go on, don't let me keep you. My senior is waiting. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get, like, robbed? Oh wait, he's over here? Why are you over here, bro? Behold the Plum Watcher piles, passed down by Grandmaster Guhua himself. It was upon these stones that Grandmaster Guhua practiced back in the day, diligently cultivating their technique to become a true master. Over there, the ancient trees were also planted by our founder's hand. Wow, they're all at crazy angles, and some are even broken in half. It's probably due to years of disrepair and neglect. Of course not. It's merely to increase the difficulty of the training, nothing more. After all, there won't be neat stone piles to step on in a real battle, will there? Nobody would step on one of these things in a real fight either. In any case, for the first trial, I ask that you step on the stone piles in the order I specify within the allotted time. Show me what you've got. This is so troublesome. Come on, Harley, you've got this. If you want to get the treasure, Paimon means, if you want to pass the trial, you've got to be willing to put in the effort. Alright then, you're up, Harley. Oh, God. Oh! Wow, into the drink. That didn't count. Again! There are no do-overs in life, young heroine, fret not. Whether we rise... Oh. Your skill is truly extraordinary. Okay. Almost there. One last step. Oh! I pressed the wrong button, bestie. I'm so good at this game, bro. It's all because these poles are too dang slippery. Come on, be careful. It's a good thing there's only water under these poles. Had it been solid ground, you probably would have gotten hurt. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. Such extraordinary technique. You moved with remarkable finesse, like a swallow in flight. Such unparalleled grace is truly worthy of a hero. Huh? What are you talking about? Harley fell right into the water. Good thing she can swim. I wonder what the dialogue would have been if I hadn't fallen. Looks like you still have much to learn about traditional martial arts, child. Huh? You see, this trial is meant to test visitors against these stone piles. But how could a few stone piles gauge the limits of your extraordinary technique? Doubtless, you intentionally went off the beaten path and dropped into the water to display your true skill. You fell exactly above the array's core, and as you swam back ashore, you perfectly undid said array. Others may not understand these profundities, but how could it ever escape me, the cloud-piercing arrow? You for real? With that, let me congratulate you on acing the first trial, Harley. For the second trial, we must proceed to the practice arena. Please come with me. I won't lose. No, but you didn't win either. What the fuck, bro? Behold, our practice arena. Back then, the reputation of the Guhua clan was known throughout Lille. But what was it based on? It was based on the spear and sword skills developed right here. The dual mastery of polearm and sword we are known for is the result of arduous practice, day after day. There's nobody here. This is the second trial, the trial of spear and sword. Just one moment while I get the training equipment out. Huang the Third produces a bunch of dusty bamboo dummies from somewhere. Phew, I'm exhausted. Me waking up. Okay, anyway, would you please display your skills on these dummies? Sure, but what exactly should I do? Take a look. Some of these dummies are dressed in blue, while others are dressed in red. The battlefield may turn on a dime. You must be able to distinguish friend from foe. To clear this trial, defeat all the bunnies? Nope! Dummies dressed in red within the allotted time. This is basically just like, one of the dailies in Inazuma. If you strike a dummy dressed in blue, you lose. Stay alert, Harley. Oh, Paimon gets it. So you have to attack the dummies in red without hitting a single dummy in blue. Pfft, simple. Behold my power. Great, that's the spirit. In this case, let's get started. I might start having people pass trials to get into my house, no more unexpected guests. So true. Right, I feel like I'm gonna need, like, a melee thing for this. Catalysts are way too funky. Hello, thank you. But yeah, this is just like the daily commission in Inazuma. On Yashiori. Is it Yashiori Island? Or is it Kanazuka? I forget. One of them. Woohoo! That means we successfully cleared the stage, right? It was a piece of cake. Amazing! You effortlessly defeated all the targets with outstanding speed and accuracy. Even among our disciples, few can ever hope to rival you. Yeah, the training thing one, yeah. Are you the master of another clan here on some secret visit? Indeed, I am in truth the master of the Paimon clan. I love saying stupid shit just to annoy Paimon. Oh, you're the so you're the master of another clan. It is an honor to meet you, an honor indeed. What in the world? That's enough nonsense, Harley. Identifying targets is child's play to combat veterans like us. You mean me? I would expect nothing less from someone as skilled as you, Harley. Anyway, as you've passed 2 trials, you've naturally earned the right to visit Wangshan Hall. Please come with me. Hehe, Wangshan Hall's treasures, here we come. Open door. Ooh. We get a pan out. Oh, it doesn't open the whole way? Fair enough. Mushroom! Oh, crystal flies. Gimme, gimme. Behold, the lifeblood of our clan for a millennium. Wangshan Hall! Is this really it? Looks like it's seen better days. When Grandmaster Guhua founded our clan, this was a place of untold majesty where great heroes from all over gathered in merriment and endless song. Even the realm of the Adepti pales in comparison to Wangshan Hall. I'm gonna say cap? Speaking of which, what does the name mean anyway? I'll tell you. Legend has it that when Grandmaster Guhua wandered the world, his sword terrified all bandits, and the countryside boasted of being as peaceful as the city. The mountain thieves were as frightened of Guhua as they were of tigers. The tiger is king over the beasts, and thus did the locals name under the Grandmaster's protection call this place Wangshan Hall, out of respect for his supremacy over the mountains. Wouldn't it have been called something like Mighty Tiger Mountain then? That's super weird. Wangshan Hall sounds way cooler. Damn. Anyway, for 1,000 years since then, the Guhua clan has tirelessly honed its martial arts techniques here. Honed this place into the ground, more like. Come, I'll show you around. Follow me around this Guhua sword honing stone. Harley, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe we'll find some clues concerning the treasures. Oh, Paimon. Why is he walking like that? Climb the third, the way you're walking. Wait! How embarrassing. Anyway, this is the Guhua clan's secret movement technique, Soaring Swallow. Forgive me for not showing it to you earlier. Paimon just wanted to ask, you're shaking like a leaf all of a sudden. Are you not feeling well, or do you just need a break? Why is he walking like that? This is the arsenal, spears, sword, halberds, anything you can think of, you'll find it here. Anything and everything? As ever, this is such a wondrous sight. Although only a few shields and spears remain, I'm sure the grand scenes of the past are already flashing before your eyes. Weapons on the rack, they're rusted beyond recognition. It seems they haven't been touched in a long time. Dilapidated old wooden rack with all kinds of rusted spears. What do you think? If you've seen enough of this place, shall I bring you to the next spot, Harley? Sure, let's go. Whoa, as expected of a long-standing martial arts clan. Look, Harley, even the pillars here have been engraved with so many sword-wielding figures. I can't get over this. The fact that they had to animate this specifically like this. Like, no one else in the game walks like this. They specifically animated him like this. There seems to be a censor here. A good eye. The memorial tablet of our ancestral founder, Guhua, is enshrined here. Our Grandmaster travelled the world, and the only reason the clan has lasted 1,000 years is because the world admires his virtue and remembers him with gratitude. This tablet is here to remind future generations of our clan to never forget the teachings of our ancestors, and I couldn't finish it! Guhua spirit tablet with empty fruit offering plates in front of it. I imagine if I knew what that said. Seems to be a small box, but what's inside it? Young heroine, you are truly too thoughtful. My gratitude is boundless. Bro, how am I supposed to... My young lady, this box is not something you should tamper with. Within, something very important lies within. Can I kill this? Apparently the answer is yes. Squirrel murder! Shall I bring you to the next spot? Let's go. Man. Do you ever just murder someone's squirrel? It's the way he walks is so fucking funny! Why is he walking like that, bro? Wait, if I get in the way of him, he just keeps changing direction. He's suffering. Huh? Why is this locked? This is the Arcane Archive, where all the ancient mysteries and secrets of the Guhua clan are hidden, so only our own disciples are allowed within. Is that so? Is this as far as we go then? Alright, that concludes the tour of Wangshan Hall. Huh? It's over already? What about the treasures? Treasure isn't something you just randomly find. You know, in all these centuries, many a disciple has sought out the Grandmaster's treasures, but none have succeeded. I wonder if it's a lie. Oh, in that case, let's take a look another look around nearby. Not so fast. If you wish to continue exploring our clan's secrets, you must follow its rules with a good show of good faith. I bet. Yep, there it is. Take Grandmaster Guhua, for example. In his time, disciples who wished to master spear and sword also had to pay tuition. Huh? But we're not disciples. We agreed there'd be no fee. Paimon's never heard of the Guhua clan cheating people of their mora either. We're not cheating people of anything. We don't need mora exactly, but rules are rules. In Grandmaster Guhua's time, it wasn't mora he accepted, but rice and salted meat. Huh? So you want food, not money? Well, is he just really fucking hungry? That's why he's shaking? Fine, if you don't have mora, you can just make me something to eat. That's what our predecessors did. As a great hero, surely that's within your means. After all, we value a helping hand in times of need. It's all up to you, as long as it's from the heart. I have no intention of extorting you, Harley. I just wouldn't want you to have a guilty conscience. And if my conscience is clear? You. You just want something to eat, don't you? We'll make you something to eat. Harley, Paimon has an idea. Oh, what is it? Hehe, you'll see. Follow Paimon's lead. Or he's just fucking hungry. I'm not sure what delicacy you've prepared, but I'll just wait over here. Give me a cooking pot at least. Didn't he say the Guhua clan used to accept rice and salted meat? Then why don't we fulfill his wish and make him some salted meat? Seemingly fired up with the thought, the usually lazy Paimon begins to set up a campfire all by herself. Wait! She has a thingy! It's supposed to be a salted dish, so it doesn't really matter how much salt we actually cover this thing with, right? Anyway, let's grill it first. Paimon feels a little bad ruining perfectly good food. No, it's too late to feel bad about it now. Why are we pranking this dude? He's just hungry. And either way, it's all that guy's fault. Now it's time to add the salt. Hehe, Paimon will leave that to you, Harley. Add a small pinch of salt. There's no need to be stingy. You can add more, like this. Add 2 pinches of salt. What are these animations? Yep, now that's more like it. Keep going. Add 2 pinches of salt. Add 4 pinches of salt. Add a proper amount of salt. Forget it. Doing it like this takes too long. Why don't we just dump all the rest of the stuff in? Alright, you're the boss. And fucking rock! Why are we putting a rock in there? Woohoo, it's done. This is Paimon's specialty salted meat dish. I could have sworn I also saw something strange get added in. There was also jam in there for some reason. It was probably nothing. Anyway, let's bring this to Huang III right now. Wait away. What is happening in this quest, bro? The Paimon special. According to Huang III, when Grandmaster Guhua passed on his techniques, he would accept rice and salted meat as payment instead of mora. Based on this anecdote, Paimon put all her heart and salt into this super special dish. The fuck? We're gonna poison this dude. Huang III, we're back. Oh, you sure work quickly, Harley. In just the blink of an eye, you've already prepared such a sumptuous dish. I suppose you could call it a sumptuous dish. Huang III takes a bite out of Paimon's special salted meat dish. Before his muscles have finished masticating the first mouthful, he has already pushed the plate of meat aside and made a mad dash to the nearby pond, where he ingurgitates several large gulps of water. The fucking... Did they get a thesaurus out for this? They were like, we don't fuck with the word swallow. No, we're ingurgitating. Like, what? Ugh. Oh my, I've never seen that animation before. Holy shit. What's this? Nice moves. That's right. No wonder they call you the cloud-piercing arrow, Huang III. We could barely keep up. Wait, that's not the point. This is our specially made salted meat dish. Our helping hand in times of need. This came from our hearts, just as you asked. You were planning to pull a fast one on us as if we were ordinary tourists, weren't you? That's right. And Paimon bets all that talk about the treasures was just a bummer free meal. Do you really think you can outrun the Millilith? Hold on a moment, don't get the Millilith involved, please. I'm a martial artist and a proper senior member of the Guhua clan. If a man my age went to jail for scamming tourists, I'd never outlive the shame of it. If you had any shame, you wouldn't have scammed anyone at all. Besides, I wasn't lying. There may not be 12 secret chambers in Wangshan Hall, but the relic really does exist. We modern disciples just don't know where it is. What's the difference? We're going to tell the Millilith that you're a mean old man who's deliberately swindling tourists, cheating them out of their food, and... Okay, I've received a lot of tourists in my time here, but hardly any as honest as you two. How about this? To repay you for not reporting me to the authorities, I'll make an exception. I'll give you the key to the library. There are countless secret martial arts books in there. Surely they also count as treasures? Huang III produces a big set of keys. The thing I don't understand is, if this man is so hungry and doesn't have access to food, that he's trying to swindle people for free meals, why didn't we just give him a free meal? That it was actually not awful. I don't know. And these keys they're all the same. They're all spare keys to the library. Why do you have so many spares? At my age, I'm afraid I'll lose them. Here, take this one. If you lost one, wouldn't you lose them all? That's right. Wait a minute, we were just threatening to report you. Why are you suddenly giving us something so important? True, especially if they're the genuine secret texts of the Guhua clan. To be honest, the tourists from before paid in mora, which I used to maintain the things buried here. Not that there's much left of the Guhua clan now. The only ones left here who still have any desire to return and keep things running are a few of us old folks. It's just a shame. At our age, we have the will, but not the strength. You two saw how run down the place is. The most we can do now is keep the dust at bay. If Grandmaster Guhua was still around, I'm sure he'd laugh at our powerlessness. Damn. Huang the Third. The way she says the whole title. Yeah, I feel like we were being kind of mean to this man. But the Guhua clan's 1,000-year legacy can't just be buried along with us old folks, can it? I can tell that you're good people. And good people are hard to come by these days. Your willingness to humour an old fool like me brought some life back into this place. The way I see it, better these books be entrusted to you than left to rot in this place. I see. Anyway, that's enough of this sentimental talk. Let's just say I'm giving the key to you so you won't report me. Harley, no, Ms. Harley, you may stay here as long as you like. As for the books in the library, take any that catch your eye. Help yourself, alright? Damn, I feel bad. We were so mean to him. I was just gonna make him a meal. Such treasure thing still turned out to be a hoax in the end. Paimon's mad now. Just wait, she's gonna find super valuable to take. Wait, can I open this? Oh, someone's ledger. So after much thought, I've decided to write down the accounts in detail. I'm not getting any younger, so these could come in handy if my memory ever worsens. 3 guests, 1,000 mora donated in total, saved for tablet repairs. 2 guests, 300 mora donated in total, saved for tablet repairs. 5 guests, they claim to value historical heritage and that they hope to promote traditional culture. They sauntered off without donating a thing. 2 guests, 3,000 mora donated, saved for tablet repairs. 1 guest, stepped on a wooden rack and broke it, paid 500 mora as compensation, saved for rack repair. 2 guests, 1,000 mora donated, saved for rack repair. Ordered a wooden rack from Yilong Wharf. Cost 1,200 mora. The remaining 300 mora saved for tablet repair. Jesus Christ, that's depressing. Oh, it's completely rusted. It's next to impossible to get this thing open. Was it?
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
Manuscript of Martial Way's Way of the Raincutter. When the sword is unsheathed, raindrops unite and float like drifting blossoms. That is key to the Way of the Raincutter. I get it now. I must let the rain accumulate on the blade. That means I must train on rainy days. In my humble opinion, there are quite a few problems with this. Those who perform Raincutter, like Xingqiu, unleash this technique's power with their hearts and eyes, not merely with the sword they wield. A true master of the technique carries an imposing aura without relying on any formidable weapon. When they unsheath their swords, what catches the eye is not the blade edge's glint, but a rainbow piercing through the sunlight. I've got it! I've got the hang of it! I mastered the way of wielding Raincutter with my heart and eyes! I did it! After many experiments, I've discovered that this training method is problematic. Do not try. What? Oh, mint, okay. Record of the Guhua Masters. All who are admitted should learn from the story of Grandmaster Guhua and delve into Life Ender, the fusion of spear and the sword, and defend the roads by eliminating evil during their travels. These records are kept to encourage the newly admitted students. Grandmaster Guhua, Master of Spear and Sword. The third Master, with a profound understanding of martial knowledge, wrote the manuscript of Martial Ways. The tomb is really old, and most of the writing cannot be discerned. 9 Sword of Xianlian, a novel of martial chivalry with an aged cover and lots of annotations written between the lines. The book described how Wu Feng, the main character, fell off a cliff while gathering herbs, but ended up learning incredible techniques and becoming a hero of their time through a twist of fate. An unexpected twist. The rusty sword bought from a roadside vendor turned out to be an extremely powerful blade. Huh, maybe I should go to the market more often myself. Falling off a cliff only to find a secret tome full of techniques? The beggar in the village was actually a grandmaster in hiding? Too cliché. This wouldn't fly with modern readers. But the part where the invading fiends were driven back by the main character, who had been living in solitude there, that wasn't half bad. Lumibug. An incredible creature that absorbs the faint energy radiating from jade to stay alive. When motionless, it is sometimes mistaken for jade by careless adventurers, hence the moniker Malashitin. After arriving in the realm within, their desire to locomote has been greatly increased by the high concentration of adeptal energy, and the range across which they roam has increased correspondingly, so they often seem to disappear. Perhaps only a teapot spirit such as Tubby has a hope of tracking their whereabouts. Guhua, aloof, spear. Is this some kind of talisman? No, there are some words faintly written on this. The handwriting looks like cursive script. No, this is beyond cursive. Paimon can't read any of this. This is the doctor's handwriting there. Oh, we must drain the water. Practicing the light piercer technique. Destroyed all the dummies by mistake. No money or resources. I've got an idea. I'll tie straws together to make my own. Gathering straw. Tying straw. Exhausting. Practicing the light piercer technique. Destroyed all the dummies by mistake. I might as well train with a sword first. Bored. As I sat before the courtyard, I felt slightly hungry. I pondered on what I saw the other day, and I suddenly felt enlightened. If I use the sword, indiscernible, I'll call it Raincutter. I'll try it another day. I accidentally fell while practicing raincutter. So is this Shincho? Or am I insane? Luckily, it's nothing serious. I thought of an idea. Why not dig a deep pond below the piles? Not only will it prevent injuries from falls, but I can raise fish for food. I went to a fisherman and bought dozens of fish. I tried to cook them. The deliciousness was unrivaled. The next 10 or so pages are dedicated to detailed records of cooking methods for fish, and some are even paired with illustrations. I accidentally fell while practicing raincutter. Success. The spear and sword must be wielded with the same mastery as indiscernible. There is a comment from the third master beside it, second nature. And that is the truth, yet there is none. How shall it be granted? How shall it be revealed? Renovate the library. Design within and... Look with the eyes and combine scrolls of knowledge from all places with chambers of all corners, then... The next few pages are smudged and unintelligible. There's a comment from the third master at the side. This advises future generations to read extensively. Continue reading. Recovered from injury, the little Bai kid visited with mutton and fish. Is that... That's not Baiju, is it? Plump, delicious, and without any pungent smells. I asked for the recipe. Pass down the life ender technique. Recorded here. The following pages contain detailed records of various methods of cooking mutton. Oh, there was also a line in that book just now that really bothered Paimon. It says something along the lines of observe it with your eyes. Could it be trying to say that we should use elemental sight? Yeah. I see. Books on this bookshelf are more or less related to the robustness of rock. The colourful pamphlet describes the 3 most famous snacks in Yilong Wharf in great detail with pictures and words. Paimon's getting a little hungry looking at these. Harley, do you want to try them out later? Wait, why is this in the Arcane Archive?
Time to go.
More or less related to the enduring nature of rain. More or less related to the blazing summer heat. Speed of lightning. Wait, they're all the elements, right? Yeah, Geo. Geo, Hydro, Pyro, and Electro.
Run with nature.
Martial arts novels, for some reason. The contents are fascinating. Blah, 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 blah. Probably quite useless for improving martial arts prowess. Oh, I see. You can pick them up and... Okay. Huh. Ah, I see, I see. Okay.
Time to go.
Alright, so we need to move these. That makes sense. Sometimes stuff like confuses the absolute shit out of me, and then sometimes I just see it. And I think like just everyone just like sees different things. I use elemental sight a lot though. Like just when I'm like exploring so I don't miss chests. So I tend to notice stuff. Whoa, the water level's dropping. Did we actually find the Guhua clan's treasure after all? Let's go take a look. I love the idea that like 1,000 years of people couldn't figure this shit out. And I rocked up and was like, same color. Hey.
Time to go.
Oh my god, this place keeps going. What the fuck? Manuscript of Martial Way is lighted the light way of the light piercer. Burning, light piercer, converge, scatter. Burning, the key to light piercer, converge, scatter. Scatter, lights, converge, flames. The book has sustained heavy water damage, rendering most of its contents illegible. There's a fucking waypoint down here? This place is huge, bro. What the shit? Oh, and there's fish because of the... Because of all the, talk of fish in the scripts. Whoa, who knew that such a big secret could have been hidden in this rundown hall? Honestly, I didn't see it coming either. Also, Paimon doesn't think Huang III knew about this place either. Hold on, could this be the actual Guhua treasure chamber recorded in the legends? The idea that they couldn't fucking find this place is so funny to me. These dumb fucks. Also, Harley, look over there. Paimon spies something glowing on that platform. Could it be a mechanism? Anyway, let's go check it out right away. The heavens are unfaithful, and those who seek its blessing and gain audience are rare. Fate is capricious, and those whose prosperity endures are few. They who are favoured often find their paths barred, and worse awaits those who are not. This monument was left to ask this of future generations. When you have reached a dead end, what shall you do? Touch the stone tablet. Something going to attack me? Is this not one of Guhua's trials?
Right here. Right
This
now.
one
Emerge.
slime? Oh, hello. What the? Oh my god, what the fuck? Try and slash me.
Right here. Right now.
I hope the sound isn't too loud or anything, by the way. I know sometimes in battle it can get loud. Can you die? Thank you. Oh! It would be helpful if I didn't have Gaming in my party, but it's also... Oh! Oh! Lord!
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Oh shit, okay! Oh! Fuck. I wonder if you fail if you get hit. Or whether you just get hit and you just take damage. Oh, hi.
Right here.
Oh, just 2 Geo Bishops with the name Geo Bishop. Damn. Bro's got the same name. Oh god! Oh god. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh shit, I got hit. Oh, okay, I did it. For a second I thought I failed it. Mentioned something about 12 secret chambers. Just...
Perhaps one should invent something.
Dark Iron Sword! Sorry. I got really excited about that. What the fuck? Huh? This sword seems to have something written on it. Let Paimon see. Caressing the blade, singing I go, to cleave dragons and drink their blood. The divine light like flowing lightning, the icy edge threatens to smash the mountains. Beneath Mount Tianheng, I slay tigers. The scaled beast I skewer amidst a sea of clouds. When I return, crowned in success, we shall live at ease. There's also a stone tablet next to it. Eh? The handwriting below seems to be different. I originally wanted to leave behind some delicacies here, but the food would inevitably spoil over time, so I left the recipes here for you to cook instead. I assure you they shall be delicious indeed. Apart from these, nothing else remains. Only this sword and the beautiful scenery. When faced with a dead end, what should we do? You already know the answer. Do not take. Treasure, leaving solely one, henceforth. Peruse me when in despair. Oh, these lines here are so illegible that Paimon can't understand it one bit. They roughly mean that he didn't take anything with him. After all this, we still didn't find a single valuable treasure. All that hope for nothing. It's okay, I'll make you something to eat. Huh? For real? Then it's settled, Harley. Paimon never imagined that we'd be able to still see such scenery in a tight spot like this, though. It's something at least, right? What may pierce light? Touch the stone tablet. Stone tablet does not move. It seems like it no longer sees anything about the world as important. Pick the stone tablet. Oh, here we go.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Oh! Freaked me out, bro. What shall cut the rain? Seems like something just opened. There seems to be a fate engraving of a spear on this inscription. Oh. Survive for 45 seconds. Oh! Ah! Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Fuck. I guess I could probably just tank it with like Zhongli. Oh my god.
A fateful offering.
Well, you see the fate engraving of a sword. Bye.
Right here, right now.
One with nature. Set clouds high. The birds call.
I love moments like this where I get to just like tank my bit rate.
Make way for the Adeptus. Emerge, right here, right now.
Plunge, we go! Woohoo!
The wind knows me.
Nice. True mastery of spear and sword. Ah, esteemed visitors, this must be a fated meeting. Are you interested in seeing a place of great significance to the guhua? Oh my, it's you! How's your fated meetings been going? I've had quite a few earnest guests come with me to Wangshan Hall. No doubt due to the fortune you brought, of course. They didn't leave much more behind, but they certainly did contribute to Wangshan Hall's repair fund. Do drop by if the fancy strikes you, by the way. Still need me to make you a meal? Oh, no. Your sincerity was well felt indeed. On the contrary, it should be I who should whip up a good dish for you, or perhaps treat you to a restaurant meal. We didn't do anything for this guy. We practically bullied him. Hang on a moment. Let me check our expenses over the last few days. Well, let's have that feast another day, shall we? Huh? Who art thou who disturb my beauty sleep? Eh? Who's that? Ah! Ah! Yes, to fear me is only natural. Were I unconfined to this stone, you would already be in mine belly. What? Ah, so you're just a talking stone statue. Paimon thought you were a monster of some sort. Humph, what dost thou mean, just a talking stone statue? Would not one such be frightening in itself? We've come across many statues like you before, is the thing. What? Fine. Seems like there's no scaring you guys. Why must you do that anyway? Sheesh. You're just a stone statue. Humph. Even if I was just a stone statue, this place is still the Herb Lord's abode. When she was yet with us, she did not appreciate others disturbing her peace at their liberty. And that's why I scare all the pesky ones away. I shall continue to do so, even if she isn't around anymore. I'm still under the impression that Herb Lord is Changshan, but I could be wrong. Nevertheless, your presence does feel somewhat different from that of those ordinary mortals, and considering that I couldn't scare you either, may I please ask you for a favour? Huh? What can we help you with? Take a look at these colourful butterflies. Ever since the abode's lord departed, these little things are scattered all over the place, flying about as they please. Shh! Hang on, there's one on your head! Just a moment, we'll help you get it. This reminds me of the Parade of Providence event, when they were chasing, the butterflies, and Layla was chasing it and it landed on Dia's head and Candace had to pick it off for her. I know that's kind of a deep cut, but... Sorry, what were you saying just now? Hi. Phew! Yes, just like that. What an angle. The abode's Herb Lord previously used these colourful butterflies to adorn its door, but said mechanism was later destroyed. These colourful butterflies in the medicine jar were originally meant to nourish the Adeptal tree. Adeptal tree? That's right. Back then, the Herb Lord planted this Adeptal tree herself. It may be withered now, but the Herb Lord said that so long as the colourful butterflies haven't all dispersed, the tree can be revived. She departed as soon as she lost the power to maintain her human form. I wonder how she's doing these days. As the vivid butterflies converge in the jar, new life shall be restored to the withered tree. Yep, that's right. As long as... Wait, how did you know? Never mind. Anyway, that's about it. As long as those colourful butterflies get put back into the jar, we can then nourish that withered tree. I'm counting on you, kind humans. I ain't human, bro. Yay! Happy butterfly. Yes, we know the butterfly goes over there, and then thank you. Oh. Face on the stone stand like a butterfly alighting on a stalagmite. Interesting. I mean, a secret, as long as I'm like a butterfly perched on a stalagmite. What? Stalagmite next to him? Oh, okay. This one? Oh. I would have tried putting him on this. Thank you. I don't know if I would have gotten that. Climb the big ass one was like, Ugo, why ain't not working? Didn't we get all the butterflies to return? The adaptable tree still looks the same though. That talking statue lied to us, didn't it? We gotta go back and grill it some more, Harley. Don't grill a statue, that does not sound tasty. Hey, you liar! We've already returned all the colourful butterflies to the jar, but the adaptable tree still looks the same to Paimon. Hmm? Who art thou to disturb mine? Ah, it's you, kind humans. Ooh, I never thought you'd actually be able to find all the colourful butterflies. I just said that on a whim. No, I meant I felt the adeptal energies too. We just need to recite the formula that Herblord left us and we can revive the adeptal tree. Excuse me. Hold on, how did that formula go again? Born in winter, thriving and withering throughout time. Through time, but I yearn for spring when beauty is regained. Butterflies flutter. I don't remember what comes next, but it ends with all being revived. This guy. Ah. Pretty. Wow. Nice. Whoa, it's changed completely. This is cool, really cool, actually. Since the Herblord entrusted the tree to me, I couldn't stand to see it continue to wither. Thank you, kind humans. You couldn't even remember the formula at all. Don't sweat the small stuff. Oh, if you're interested, I can give you a secret tip. Break off a branch and put it in the broken jar outside the abode, and the stone gate will open. Why don't we take a look around? This is the abode of an Adeptus after all, so there might be some kind of arcane array. Of course, if you want to walk, that's fine too. Oh, luxurious chest. Let's go.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Huh? Bruh. A couple of them are annoying, but for the most part, it's fine. Pretty. Anything I missed? Wait! I've been in here before and I couldn't figure out how to get through. Oh my god, it's this place. Oh, it'll make sense now. Ancient text 1. They say fish have a bad memory, and I'm starting to wonder if she is one. She won't stop telling me about that motive main jade business. Even though it always fills me with the urge to interrupt her, seeing that look of joy in her face makes me decide against it. If anything, efficiency takes a hit when she isn't here to natter away. I must keep this locked up. I can never let any person or fish see this. She might start jumping for joy otherwise. Interesting. Oh. Why come crying to me? Please make me some slimming tea. Humph. Wild beasts never change, I see. Don't you know that a human form created by adeptal energy can never gain weight? And that fish, going along with the whole affair and begging me with a smile, despite knowing the truth full well. I agreed. I'll just make it. Who knows? One day it may be useful for the mortals. I spoke to the master about certain matters. I have a bad feeling, although they are usually wrong. This kind of thing should be Fujin's specialty. Still, I should take some precautions. I'll split some adeptal energy off and inject it into the butterflies. Their lifespan will extend greatly. Then, even if something were to happen, the mortals of Chenyu Vale may be able to follow their guidance and find the formulae I left behind. Alright, is you willing to speak with me so long? Allow me to surreptitiously share with you a secret. Buried a few rather nice things in the corner of the flower field. If you do not consider them unworthy, they are yours for the taking. Grandpa. Hey there, kiddo. What are you doing out here at night? What's your name? I'm Xiangjun. I'm looking for my grandpa. He was kidnapped by demons. Oh, okay. Demons? Here? What sort? I don't know either. Grandpa said that they're in the mountains, so I shouldn't run around by myself. But it's been 3 days now, and he still isn't back from the mountains. He's just trying to scare you, right? Paimon thinks so too. Did he see what he was doing in those mountains? Grandpa's the village's herb gatherer. He found a divine plant recently, one that's said to only grow when watered with the blessed waters near Mount Qianlian. So, might he have bumped into some kind of demon guarding the water? Don't worry too much, Xiangjun. Your grandpa might have just encountered some minor trouble, but it's also getting really late. Mind if we send you home first? But I want to rescue him. We can help you. Really? That's right, but if you don't go home, you might cause your grandpa even more trouble. I don't want to do that. Then let us look for him while you stay home, alright? Let's get you back to your home first. It's fine. I live in Qiaoying village. I can head back myself. But could you go look for Grandpa immediately? I'm worried about him. Oh, we'll be fine. That said, do you know exactly where he went? I only know that he went that way. In that case, that's where we'll start. Thanks so much. I'll head back now. I won't cause you all any trouble, so I'll wait there for you. Oh, there's a campsite here. Could this have been where Xianjun's grandfather stayed for a while? Let's see if we can find any clues nearby. I overslept. I have to get back before tomorrow, or no one's going to watch Xianjun. I'm a fool. If I remember right, there's a shortcut. A small road leading from Yaodi Valley to Mount Qianlian. I just need to get through that plus one mountain cave and I should be golden. I've heard that there are monsters nearby, but I have to give this a shot. This looks like something that her grandpa might have left behind. Seems like he took a small trail. Let's go look for it as well. We should be close. According to the notes, we should find a cave here. Oh yeah, I've been here before. This place really does have that air of danger. I was worried about monsters from the start, but so much. My thigh can't stop it. So sleepy. But Mount Qianlian is just up ahead. Xiangjun, I'll definitely get those blessed waters. Xiangjun, I'll surely get those blessed waters. Oh no, he was attacked by monsters and was badly wounded in the process. Wait, and he still wants to get water from Mount Qianlian even so? Let's hurry. Paimon hopes we can help him. This should be the place, right? Why isn't anyone here? No trail to follow either. Could he have gone back already? Paimon doesn't think that would happen. He's been injured. Could he have walked far? But he's not around here either. Yeah, and he was miles away. Like, I don't even think he made it to this place. Could someone have met him on the road and rescued him? Paimon thinks that might have happened. Should we go back to Qiaoying village and ask around? Let's get a bit of this blessed water first. Huh? Oh, right. If Xiangjun's grandpa was rescued, he might still need this. In for Amora, in for it all, eh? You're so thoughtful, Harley. Thanks, I guess. Blessed waters, Paimon's foot. These waters don't look special at all. Alright, we forgot to ask Xiangjun where she lives in Qiaoying village. Let's go back there and ask around. I've noticed the receptacle we collected it in looks like the echoes of an offering set, which is from Chenyu Vale. If not for its name, the so-called sacred water sourced from the vicinity of Mount Qianlian would never have been regarded as anything special. On the contrary, when looking at it after knowing its name, you feel like you can see some adeptal aura rising from the water. Ah, it's you, traveller. You seem in a terrible hurry. Did some trouble come up? Well, do you know where Qiangjun and her grandfather live, Uncle La? We're looking for them. Qiangjun? Never heard of her. Is she from round here? I'm sure I know everyone in the village. Really? That can't be. We met a little girl outside who called herself Qiangjun, and she said she lives in Qiaoying village. She asked us to help her find her grandfather. She also has a big bamboo raft. Well, you can find those quite easily, but Qiangjun... I'm fairly sure there's no one by that name in our village. What does her grandfather go by? He's a herb gatherer. A herb gatherer? Let me think. We did have one, so I recall. But it's been 3 years since he passed. He passed away? Aye, he encountered monsters in the wild and... Still, I doubt that's who you're looking for. He was always a little off his rocker, and he never got married, never mind having descendants of any sort. Wait, what's going on here? So that Qiangjun we met is a ghost? Could she have been the real demon? What sorts of herbs did your herb gatherer, gather? Flowers and grasses, none of which we've ever seen. Afraid I only know this and that about tea, so I'd be little help here. But I do remember that we found him near Mount Xianlian. He was still clutching a bottle of water. He said that he had a divine plant in his yard that needed that sort of blessed water to grow. Load of hogwash if you ask me. I mean, it's all just river water. Nothing special about it. Why'd he have to give up his life on account of something like that? Still, after we buried him, we poured the water he obtained out in that yard of his. I hope that brought him some solace. The blessed waters of Mount Xianlian? We went there and drew some water too. So this herb gatherer of yours... I think we're talking about the same person. Well, that's strange happenings and no mistake. Why don't you come with me? I'll take you to that fellow's yard. If you did draw water, I suppose you can just pour it out in his yard. What the fuck's going on here? Since we're already talking about it, I should probably add that we never really knew the name of that herb gatherer. He was an outsider, and we discovered that he was a bit touched in the head the moment he arrived. He claimed that he picked divine herbs, but the pharmacy couldn't recognize them. But he had no other skills and couldn't make the more he needed to feed himself, so he had to knock on doors to ask for help. We took pity on him and decided to feed him. Later, some ignorant children would call him an adeptus on account of his mutterings about divine herbs. Not the capital A adepti who dwell in the clouds, I mean, just an adeptus. No one expected something that terrible to happen to him afterward, but once it did, everyone thanked him, and thus people have been reliably caring for his old home. This is the place, see that spot? Just water in the blessed water, would you? If there's nothing else, I'll leave you two to look around as much as you'd like. So there really wasn't anyone named Qiangjun. I'll ask around. Maybe it was just a little mistake somewhere. You know, like someone forgetting where they live and such. In any case, okay. Thanks for helping that adeptus water the herbs. I'm sure he'll do what he can to defend you from harm as thanks. Okay. Wait, that was it? So, are we just gonna ignore that there was like a fucking apparition of a child appearing to us, or we're just not gonna worry about it? Alright. Dear passers-by, could you please help a poor old man? What's the matter? My precious Yun has gone missing. I've searched all over for it, but it's nowhere to be found. Well, there's a treasure hoarder camp too, but I dare not go there. Yun? My precious, yes, my Yun, a sumpter beast by that name. A sumpter beast? Huh. So people from Lia keep those too, do they? Well, moving large quantities of cargo through the mountains is always a challenge for merchants who run long routes like we do. Cows are too slow, while mules and ponies carry too little, and arranging for food and drink for porters is too expensive. So I had this idea. What if I simply bought a few sumpter beasts of good stock from Sumeru? That way I'd be able to transport goods in bulk without worry. I didn't think that someone would just steal my sumpter beast just as I entered Chenyu Vale. Ah, my Yun, my Mora. Don't cry. You're a grown man, you know? Can you give us any leads? Well, I don't... Actually, wait. I did say earlier that there was a treasure hoarder camp nearby, right? Yun's disappearance must have something to do with them. Those crooks have been active in this area all this time. If I haven't spent all the funds allocated for guards on the sumpter beasts, then maybe... As their name would suggest, they steal treasures, don't they? Well then, I think they were the ones who stole Yun. I bought these 3 precious sumpter beasts, and it was such an effort too. Never mind how I feel about them. Chili has always been the most obedient, and it's been here all this time. Shui was very mischievous, and ran off long ago. If even Yun should leave me, it would be a loss I could never ever recover from. Well, the remaining sumpter beast definitely seems to be having a hard time. All alone, without any companions. Surely you 2 kind souls will help me, right? I've been wallowing here in my trouble for half the day, and only you 2 have paid me any mind. Well then, where's their camp? Allow me to lead the way. Hello there, I'm Ming Li, the boss's assistant. Why the long face? I'm worried about my boss. He lost yet another sumpter beast. We had 3 in total, but now we're down to just 1. Sumpter beasts are quite expensive, and neither my boss nor I know much about keeping them. We're going to take big losses if we keep going like this. Do you guys think he's getting old and starting to forget things? Dumb. Hi, Chili Pepper. Chili con Cloudy? Okay. This is the place. Please, do it. Whoa, that sumpter beast charging now. That's what Paimon calls energy. Ah, my Yun, these wicked treasure hoarders didn't bully you, did they? Did you just get all that fuzzy wuzzy with a sumpter beast? Whoa, who's the real bandit here? Who are you? We're with the Island Salt Gang, so you better watch yourself around us. Chili con carne makes you think of murky meat water? Ew. Yun, my Yun, I've come to take you home. You must have suffered, haven't you? I brought you your favourite Qiaoying chilies. Come, have a bite. You're not eating them anymore, Yun. Have you learned the wrong lessons while you've been out and about? Come on, eat. Do sumpter beasts even eat Qiaoying chilies? That's what I've been feeding Yun this whole time. Surely I know what it likes. You're a disgrace, old man. Don't you know that sumpter beasts like eating fruit? Unless they're practically starving, they won't eat Qiaoying chilies. That stuff's bad for their health. Oops. Huh? And who in the world are you? A wild treasure hoarder appeared. Huh, and here Paimon thought that it might be someone actually important. Well, either way, Yun's back with us, so let's head back. Hey, don't you ignore me. Alright, you thief. Your comrades have all been brought to justice, but still, you dare to say this and that about my precious. So it looks like this guy is being severely negligent, and these guys took the sumpter beast to actually treat it well. Say? I'll give you say. Gainsay, soothsay, hearsay, assay, naysay? Where's this coming from? Essay? Unsay? Alright, you can stop now. That's right, you 2 calm down. Let's hear them out. We can decide what to do later. A crook, he says. Your sumpter beast ran to us of its own accord. The rest locked it up, but I've been taking care of it this whole time. Tushang's the name. Yes, meaning local born, because that's exactly what I am. As for why I know this and that about sumpter beasts, that's because I used to work for a caravan in Sumeru. I came to the treasure hoarders because they offer better pay. Didn't think things would get this dangerous. Anyway, your sumpter beast, it ate all the berries I spent 3 days picking. It must have been starving. Ah, so it was hungry. That would explain why it ran off. What nonsense! This cook lies! Isn't Chili by my side still? And didn't you have another sumpter beast up and lean on you? Jue, do you mean Jue left because it was hungry? Impossible! Impossible! And why would it be impossible? Even people hate places where there isn't enough to eat. Anyway, Yun over here has been living good these past few days, so don't feed it anything weird from now on, alright? You cut-purse cretin? Scurrilous slanderer? Well then, if you say Yun's been living well, why don't we have a showdown between it and Chili then? Huh? A competition? How exactly? We'll take them out on a walk and see which one is in higher spirits. If Chili has a spring in its step, that's how we'll know that this person's been putting Yun through the ringer. We saw Yun break through the fence earlier. It sure looked pretty lively then. It must have eaten pretty well, right? Well, someone's being unnecessarily competitive. Humph, who's afraid of you anyway? Fine, don't you dare leave. Come to my camp. That's where Chili is. We'll have it out there. Also, it just occurred to me that he called his sumpter beasts Jue, Yun, Chili. See, Chili's doing great. And on the other hand, Yun's doing so poorly it breaks my heart. Are you sure your eyes are working right, old man? Isn't it the other way around? You know, Paimon can't really tell either way. They just look pretty similar. Maybe we'll need them to walk around a bit to tell. Please, could the two of you be our referees? I'm sure you'll be impartial. And what are the rules exactly? We'll just see who gets to the finish line first, Yun or Chili. I'll have my assistant wait at the finish line. You can go over there now, Mingli. Yes, boss. Oh man, don't you think you're too tough on the sumpter beasts? Especially that Chili of yours. It looks super hungry. Scared, young one? Making excuses, are we? This guy's an asshole. What slander? I'm only being considerate. Fine, let's compete. I ain't afraid of you none. Let's begin then. I'm about to teach you a good lesson. Boss, we can start now. Okay, begin. Oh, two sumpter beasts have started moving forward. Seems like they're on the same wavelength. Just watch, Chili will be ahead of you in just a moment. You best hope so, old man. Huh? Yun stopped. See? What did I say? You say that, but Chili Pepper stopped too. They must both be hungry. Chili, why aren't you moving either? Do you want some Qiaoying chilies? Come, come, I've got lots of them here. You can eat all you want today. That way you'll have the energy to compete. Chili Pepper seems to know what Wenhua's bringing and doesn't even look at it. What's going on? Why aren't you eating anymore? Hey now, come on, didn't you just eat? Are you hungry already? What am I supposed to do with you? Well, we're fresh out of berries, but we've still got some Sunsettias. Here, I suppose you'll enjoy these too? Tushang retrieves a pile of Sunsettias and places them on the ground. Yun starts to eat. Look, Chili Pepper's joining in too. Guess it wants in on those Sunsettias, huh? Chili! Not you too. See, I told you so. You're the only one who's enamored with the idea of them liking Qiaoying chilies. How could this be? Whatever. There's nothing to be said to people like you. We can compete once they're done eating their fill. So he was just like starving and potentially poisoning these sumpter beasts. Ah, forget it. I get it. There's no need for competition now. I know I've lost. Huh? Perhaps I was too overconfident. But I'm not some bull-headed old fogey. That's exactly what you are. You win, youngster. Looks like Yun and Chili have grown up. If they don't wish to eat Qiaoying chilies any longer, then I'll let them be. They never wanted to eat them. Yo, dog, let Chili eat. That's what I'm saying. Paimon thinks they never did in the first place. You know what, old man? You've surprised me. Guess you're pretty alright, learning from your errors and all. Youngster, could I ask you a question? How are you so familiar with sumpter beast habits? He literally said before that he'd been he'd worked with a caravan. Well, I just like little critters, and sumpter beasts are pretty cute when they're young. My family wasn't well to do though, so I couldn't afford to have one. And that's how you came to steal Yun together with the treasure hoarders? Hey, I told you, this one came to us. I stole nothing. Our superiors said that it was just as well that we had a sumpter beast, since we got a big deal going recently and would have to transport some large goods. And that's how we came to keep it at our camp. Even so, taking it for yourself, that's just not right. Well, how are we supposed to know that someone would be raising sumpter beasts out here in the boonies? If we knew we'd end up facing off with this tougher customer, we'd have returned it to you right away. So you wouldn't have returned it so easily had it not been for us, I take it? I see, I see. Well, it's not too late to make up for past mistakes. Well, youngster, ever considered switching careers to work in a caravan? What? I'm not sure I'll have square meals with you. Square meals? You? You want to eat your fill, do you? Look, everyone here can attest to you being a treasure hoarder, a member of a criminal organization. This guy sucks, bro. A single document submitted by me to the Millelith captains, and you'll be eating your fill in a prison cell. But see, I'm a kind soul. Not only am I erasing any record of your guilt, you're not a kind soul, you suck, but I'm going to offer you a job, food, and board. What do you say? And how much will I make? Ah, wages. Well, you can ask the Millelith about that. This guy sucks, bro. Wait, please don't. Ugh. You can just decide my paycheck for yourself, alright? Well, in any case, you've impressed me with your abilities. In future, my sumpter beast shall be in your care. I guarantee that not only will you be able to fill your stomach, but that your talents will see ample use indeed. Wow, this is the first time Paimon's ever seen someone taking advantage of a treasure hoarder this much. Well, it's better than going to jail. You think so too? Well, to be honest, I quite like the idea of spending time with the sumpter beasts. Let me give it some thought. I'll let you know once I've thought it through. I believe you'll make the right decision, young man. I need to find someone to keep an eye on him. Good, good. Anyway, my good fellows, thank you for helping me reclaim my precious yun and bringing it to my attention that they do not like Qiaoying chilies. Sorry for the trouble, truly. So please, take this as a token of my appreciation. 'Twould be a shame if fine young folks such as yourselves could not eat as they pleased every day. Wish the government treated me like that. Let's go with some fruit today. No. Even in that, we should have variety. Yes, what's on the menu today? Today it's... Oh, it's you. I thought it was that old fogey. Seriously, what's his problem, shouting all the time at his age? My poor ears. Well anyway, I prepared some sunsettia and berry slices mixed in sweet flower juice, along with some minced berries and mince. Wow, you're making me hungry already. That won't come cheap, you know. The ingredients I use are all fresh as can be. That old fogey's a miser and wouldn't listen to anyone to save his life, but he's generous enough when it comes to the sumpter beasts. Not that this would ever lead to me getting a raise though. Damn. That Tushang kid's pretty quick on That Tushang kid's pretty quick on the uptake. How's things with your sumpter beasts? Well, very well. Chili and Yun have both put on quite some weight, and they're much stronger now. Don't tell him this, but Tushang's pretty good. His sumpter beast feed's quite popular with them both. He's quite the hard-working one too. Works from early till late preparing the feed, and he doesn't miss a beat. He's different from those other treasure hoarders, I'll tell you that. Well, he only really fell in with them because the pay was better. But seriously, why did he join them for, with a pair of hands as diligent as his? Suppose that's bad company for you. He literally explained to us. In which case, I suppose that makes it my duty to steer him back onto the right path. Seems like you two are getting along better nowadays. Me? And that too, Shang? You sure are funny. Look, I'm just an old fellow giving him food, board, and a salary out of the goodness of my heart. And he's turned out quite good at toughing his job out. In short, it's a boss-employee relationship, alright? Just that. Oh. Gay? I don't know why this one is so fucking over here. Gay? Where's Mingli? Oh, him? I got him to buy some pastries while I was delivering my goods, so he's gone to a roadside pavilion to wait for me. Oh, drat, I forgot all about him! Tushang, quickly! Go get that fellow. He's probably still in the pavilion. Moo! Rubs. Yun sticks out its tongue without comprehension, but lets you rub its cheek anyway. I want a sumpter beast. Pinches! Yun tilts its head doubtfully, but goes along with you anyway. Moo. Pats. Chili Pepper lowers its head obediently. It seems to enjoy this. Hugs. Chili Pepper hums in a low voice. It seems to really enjoy your hugs. Cry. The qualities of the soil and the water, its specific composition, all of this is worth careful study. And you are? Hello there. I'm Wu Liu, a hydrologist working for the Ministry of Civil Affairs and currently conducting a routine survey of Chenyu Vale's hydrological and pedological conditions. Looking at you, you wouldn't happen to be an adventurer, would you? Excellent. Perfect. Perhaps we'll get a chance to work together. Sure. You seem to be studying something very profound. It may sound profound, but if we're talking about the basic principles, it's more like analysing the various ingredients and seasoning of a dish. The most difficult part of this job is obtaining samples and determining effective components, both of which require highly specialised equipment to complete. Sometimes I even use consumable devices from Fontaine in addition to my equipment from Lille. If you carefully calculate the costs, this work is a pretty expensive undertaking. Without an appropriate organisation allocating funds, most people couldn't handle all the required outlays. Even researchers sent by the academia probably can't cover all of the expenses, so just trying to transplant tea trees from Chenyu Vale to Sumeru is a fool's errand. As far as the Ministry of Civil Affairs is concerned, if we can completely understand the composition of the soil and determine the essential components critical for commercial crops, then it'll be easy to pump up production of our biggest cash crops. Yeah, when I think about it that way, my work is pretty awesome. Okay. The flow of water is good, and the conditions of the waters in the surrounding areas are quite satisfactory as well. This is great. I should still keep an eye on the surrounding soil environment though. Looks like I'll have to place a few more instruments. Did something happen here? Ah, are you the traveller? She just knows who I am. Could you spare a moment? I could really use a favour from you. Please allow me to introduce myself first. I'm Liu, a hydrologist. I'm currently conducting some investigations in Chenyu Vale for research purposes. Why would a hydrologist need to keep an eye on the soil environment? It's a very good question. The short answer is that the study of hydrology concerns more than just the movement of water. The mountainous terrain, the flow of the streams, the geology of the land, the weather of the area, and even the daily lives of the human residents who call this place their home. They all affect the hydrology of the Vale. But Paimon can't say she really understands, but that definitely sounds super complicated. It is indeed quite complicated. Still, conducting research here is far easier than conducting research in Fontaine. I kept running into all kinds of problems trying to place even a single hydrology device in Fontaine. They get attacked by the aquatic wildlife one day and be swept away by the currents the next. And that's not even going into all of those underwater mechanical things that Archons know who placed down there. Ugh, just remembering all of this is giving me a headache. So about the favour you'd like to ask of us? Ah, that. Well, it's really a small thing. I'd like to request that you help me place these monitoring instruments on that mountain. I have just ordered these mechanical instruments from Fontaine. Once placed, they will continuously bore down through the earth until they've obtained the deep soil samples that I require. With those samples, I'll be able to measure the influence the local hydrology has had on the soil quality of the nearby mountains. That sounds straightforward enough. If that's what you think, I've been meaning to hire a few adventurers for the task, but no one has accepted my commission so far, and I've heard that there are a lot of treasure hoarders in the area. But judging from your looks, you're not at all scared of those bullies, are you? Just leave them to me. Then I leave the placement of the instruments to you. All you need is to place them on the nearby hill. I still need to stay here to adjust some more instruments. Just come back to me once you place the batch that I've given you. Okay. Why do I feel like this won't be easy? Don't look down! It's so high up here! Let's just get out of here once we place the instruments. This is not high up at all, Paimon. Like, what? It's just a schmoll. It's like a little hill. What are you on about? Sis, you could have just walked up here yourself. There were no monsters or anything. But this place too. Ah well, let's just trust that this device will do its job. That should be enough. Let's go back and find William. Don't know what the rest of that said. These adjustments ought to do it. Have you placed the instruments already? Thank you so much. Once I'm done placing this one, I'll give you your reward. You could have just given it to me alongside the rest of the batch. Thank you for your kindness. Unfortunately, this instrument is somewhat special. It requires some additional adjustments and calibrating, and I wouldn't want to trouble you that much. Let's go to that cliff over there and place it, then I'll give you your reward. That sounds really hard. Have you always worked like this? At least now, I only need to place my instruments down on the ground. In a previous expedition, I had to figure out a way to place one in the middle of a raging river. Couldn't you just take a boat over there? I mean, if all I needed to do was drop the instrument, then sure, I could have just taken a boat, dropped it in the middle of the river, and left. But I was trying to measure the intensity of the water flow, so I had to keep that specialized instrument stationary within the heart of the stream, so that it would neither float to the top nor sink to the bottom. Thankfully, there was a drawbridge above that river. Had there not been a bridge, I'd had to ask some people to help me draw a rope between the two mountains, and then hang the device onto one of the ropes before using another rope to move it to the center of the river and drop it into the water. Anyway, there's no point talking about that now. It's not like that's something we'll have to deal with. That said, we'll still pass by a drawbridge on our way to our destination. Come this way. That drawbridge isn't far from here. Even professional photographers have known to come all the way out here just to get a shot of the beautiful scenery. You'll be able to get a great view of the surrounding vistas from on top of the bridge. Got that other end well, brother. Let's see how much further they can run. Ugh, I'm so tired. Why do I have to cut off their escape path?
Right here, right now.
Help! Help! Oh, okay. Oh, well, never mind that now. Let's save them first. There are treasure hoarders on both sides of the bridge. Be careful, Harley. Okay.
Emerge, right here, emerge. Got her!
Can't believe I asked you on public TV, I know, right? Spacebar was a little spaced out, I hate you. Cat chasing away, bring the people up, okay. Thank you, I really don't know how to express my gratitude. You are Miss Cho? Ah, it's you, Harley. Well, fancy running into you again. I don't remember you. This is the second time that you've done me such a huge favour. Weren't you guys in Fontaine learning how to shoot a film? Oh! How are you already back in Lear? Have you already mastered the art of filmmaking? Well, rather than that, it'd probably be more accurate to say we've been forced to make some quick Mora first. You too. Mr. Gazer is indeed a master filmmaker, and he's given us a lot of very useful advice. However, the films that he's helped us shoot have all really focused on big ideas and themes. As for the actual plot, or the world and things that were intended to be featured, they kind of, in Mr. Gazer's words, they were left behind the scenes. But we had looked into filmmaking in the first place to create a film that could bring attention to Chenyu Vale's excellent teas. If we had stayed with Mr. Gazer, we would have gone nowhere, so I made the executive decision to put a pause in our studies and come back to shoot a documentary. We will use this opportunity to put our knowledge to the test. Well, and because we just about ran out of funds. Hey, haven't I told you about my plan already? As long as this documentary becomes a smash hit, we'll make our investment back in no time. Well, and then we found ourselves cornered by treasure hoarders on a drawbridge. Thankfully, the great Harley came to save us. Isn't this place a bit far from Qiaoying village? Well, I wanted to get some majestic shots of the scenery, so the film would look a bit more imposing. But we got a bit too distracted while shooting and caught the attention of those treasure hoarders. We fled all the way here, but we were still cornered by them in the end. Wait, so the pro photographers you mentioned earlier were... Yep, they were Ms. Cho and her assistants. Where did you suddenly just pop up from, Ms. Wolio? I swear I didn't see you at all before now. I just hid myself very well. So you already know each other. I mean, Ms. Wolio is an expert hydrologist. No one knows these lands better than her. We consulted her several times before this on the best places to shoot. We've even tried to get her to join us, but she said that she could only consider once she'd finished with her work. Boss, while we were running away earlier, we seem to have, left the case containing our film and equipment on the ground. I think all the work we've done so far is in that case. Miss Wolio, Harley, Paimon, thank you for everything. When you are next free, please find me in Qiaoying village. After all, you saved our lives, so we've got to prepare a reward in return. But for now, we must be off and away. Hurry! Where did we leave that box? We need to go back for it. Ms. Cho and her assistants leave in a great hurry. That film case sure has gone through a lot. They say that good things often come at the end of many tribulations. I'm sure Ms. Cho's film will turn out to be a hit. Anyway, let me give you your reward. I'll go place my final instrument shortly, and then probably go check on Ms. Cho to see how she's doing. I've got to find her fast, or she'll probably be off Archon knows where again, shooting her film. I suppose she did just say that she can be found at Qiaoying village. I'll just go check that out later. I hope Ms. Cho will be able to shoot the film of her dreams while ensuring her personal safety. Maybe we should have grabbed the Qiaoying village shots first after all. Is everything okay? Ah, Harley, Paimon! Thanks to you, we were able to save all of our stuff. I suppose, though, that if we were to ever return to that area in the future, we shall have to bring a few adventurers with us. So, about your feature film on T, how is the shooting for that going? Well, we've currently got a good opening sequence. And a good artistic vision. So you haven't shot much at all? Well, you see, we're currently a little short on money. As a master filmmaker, Mr. Gazer's tuition doesn't exactly come cheap. Even though we've already shot a few smaller films and made some more from that, a feature film of this length just burns through your budget as if it's nothing. Especially since Boss also turned down a few potential sponsors. And refused many invitations to collaborate. Hey Hey, what do you two know? This was also that we can create an excellent film that reflects our standards and our vision. But boss, didn't we start this film company because we wanted to make money? Stop worrying about that for now. Just go and set up the equipment. Harley, this is your reward. Thank you for always lending me your support. Once I've made the film of my dreams, I'll be sure to invite you over for the premiere, and also take you out for tea. Yingfeng, Xingyue, make sure you get the best angle for our lighting. We're gonna get this in one take, you hear me? But boss, we don't even have any actors here with us. Isn't it all up to chance whether or not we can grab a scenery shot in one take? Just hurry up and set up the equipment, and then wait here. What the fuck? Boss, just how long are we going to wait here? We've been shooting for such a long time already. Boss, I really feel like luck's not on our side today regarding this shot. Just wait for a little more. Just a little more. This cat. Of course, that has to be it. Great, I just knew it. Is there something wrong with this cat? Ah, I believe it is... Eh? Huh? Harley, Paimon, imagine running into you here. What are you doing in Qiaoying village? I don't remember this person. Have you finished writing your book? You wouldn't still happen to be imagining weird things, would you? Oh! I remember her. She was hallucinating and not... Well, like, she was, like, paranoid, I think. Or having symptoms of paranoia? Oh, no. I've already finished writing that book. Right now, it's just a matter of waiting for the court craft of Fontaine to get printed and go on sale. Wow, Paimon's hooked just hearing that title. What's the book about? Let's see. It's about a cowardly detective and his fearless little sister, who's also acting as his assistant. They come across a crime museum, which hosts within it the evidence for countless crimes. Throughout the story, they also encounter missing twins, a mecha puppet that cries, and a museum curator who's been drowned in his fountain. And in the end, they find out that the prime suspect is none other than a child who just turned 3 years old. Sounds like quite the case. Once it officially goes on sale, I'll send you both autographed copies. Well, you just spoiled the ending. Score! But Paimon might be too scared to read it on her own. It's decided then. Harley, please read it to Paimon. Leave it me? Yeah, you're the best. Come on, you two. No need to ham it up like that. It's just a crime novel, not a horror story. As for something truly terrifying, I plan on writing a new novel. I've already made a rough outline, and I've been looking everywhere for new material to use as inspiration for the details. Hey, don't look at me like that. This time, all I want to do is combine the crime novel with some local folktales. Even if we're collecting reference materials, there's no way I'll be all paranoid and jumpy like before. You came all the way to Qiaoying village just to get some reference material? After all, Fontaine's folktales have been written to death. I just want to write something original. I mean, they'll have folktales, like, written about in anywhere. It also just so happened that a friend of mine was planning to come here to check out the tea business, so I tagged along. No sooner had I stepped off the boat than I discovered some truly stellar subject matter. Just as I was considering how to best pursue the matter, you two came over. To borrow the local Liyue lingo, this would be, destined to meet, though originally separated by more than 1,000 miles. Already adapting to the local culture, I see. How should Paimon put it? Well, maybe it's no wonder you're a great writer. You're so quick when it comes to understanding the local customs. But did you just say you've already found something? There's nothing here. Says who? Look! Do you not see this cat? Unless it isn't a cat, it is instead... You think so too? I knew it! Great minds always think alike. No. Not at all. No matter what, it looks like it's just an ordinary little kitty. Meow? Meow. Ah, you must be unaware. In the legends of Qiaoying village, there are strange beasts known as Shenwen beasts. According to the legends, these strange beasts appear like young cats and can sense good and evil, concealing themselves at night and rising with the sun, eating the wind and drinking the dew, crossing 1,000 miles in a day and gnawing tea trees at night to nourish themselves. Anyway, that's what the article in Bedazzled said, at least. Where'd you dig up a tabloid like that? Feels like whoever wrote that, all they heard was the name Shenwen Beast, and they just tossed every weird rumour they'd ever heard into a pot and started stirring. Still, based on my own investigations, there are indeed Shenwen Beasts near Qiaoying village. even if I'm still a bit fuzzy on the details. But as long as they exist, then I can study and use them. This reminds me of, like, every fucking anthropologist and, like, scholar who just, like, goes and studies, like, some random, like, I'm talking about Western scholars specifically, who just go and study some random, like, ethnic community and just get, like, a tiny bit of information and then make shit up. Wow, Qiaoying is completely different from before. She used to be so scared and timid. And now she came all the way here with nothing but a name to go on. Apologies, it's one of my faults. As soon as I start writing, I'll find myself drawn into the same mindset as the book's characters. The protagonist of this book is a super confident detective, so self-assured that you could say they consider everyone else to be beneath them. Alrighty, that's enough blah blah for now. I need to carefully research this little... The cat turns and flees like lightning. Whoa, it ran away! After it! Without another word, Qiaoying breaks into a run, sprinting after the cat at breakneck speed. Not again. We've got to catch up to her quickly, or who knows what kind of wacky hijinks Qiaoying will get up to this time. Qiaoying, not so fast! Oh, catch up with the cat. I see, I see. Did it run off because it senses something important is about to happen? I don't think that's it. Probably just ran off because it's a cat. Hey, get back here! I'm literally ahead of the cat. Okay, there we go. See, Paimon said it was just an ordinary kitten. Huh, to think that... Meow? Meow? Meow meow? Do you know of any Qianwen beasts? Meow? Cat turns and leaves, looking frustrated. Still, do you think that this kitten could be the young form of the mythical beast, lying low here in Qiaoying village till it's fully grown and can destroy all the tea trees in one fell swoop? Miss Qiaoying, not this again. Anyway, haven't I told you before that Qianwen beasts are hardly that gentle? Ah, Miss Hung Fan. What a coincidence. What brings you here today? Please stop mentioning things like criminal cases around here. What if the children begin to take you seriously? You know each other? Yes, when I came here, it was this lady who I hired to help me carry my baggage. I also consulted her regarding all manners of folklore. If I've told you once, I've told you countless times that Qianwen beasts won't appear here, but you just won't believe me. What was that thing you said? Even if they won't appear, I'll still have many ways to collect information on them. There you go again. I know my hopes of dissuading you were slim, but still, I must ask you not to leave the village willy-nilly. The beasts are actually quite dangerous, so if you do end up encountering one... Anyway, please do not leave the village on your own. Hung Fan leaves, looking even more exhausted and resigned than the cat from earlier. Well, since Miss Hung Fan said so, we're going to have to go elsewhere to get our material. Come then, follow me. What do you think? This... a tea cauldron. That's right, and it does something with the tea that makes it kind of special. Whatever the case, it's been placed smack dab in the middle of this place too. If you ask me, it must hold some special significance. Now then, what if our Qianwen beast has been using this as its hiding place all along? You'll be writing a fantasy story at this rate, you know. Feels like the next thing you know, you'll introduce some adepti into the story. I don't know if that's the right kind of plot to write for a crime story. Those are some fine expressions you've got there. Are you thinking, perhaps, that a crime story centered around a Qianwen beast might feel too absurd to be taken seriously? Well, yeah, kinda. Can you really use something like that to move the plot forward? Wait, don't tell me you're... Aren't you a sharp one, Harley? You sure do live up to your fame. Exactly. I intend to write about a crime too absurd to be possible. Your reactions, along with Ms. Hung Fan's, are very interesting. I'll include them into my novel for sure. As for the Qianwen beast, it shall be my perpetrator, a creature that has never been seen, but is said to devour the village's evildoers. During a certain festival, a villager is found to have met their end at the hands of some wild beast outside the settlement. But during the second festival day, the main character encounters the victim, who should be dead, only for yet another victim to soon emerge afterward. Wait, and then what? And then what? Well, I haven't thought that far yet. I'm leaving now. Oh, come on. Once I finish, I'll send you 2 autograph copies for sure. In fact, I've still got a big favor I need your help with. Ms. Hung Fan has said that I shouldn't leave the village by myself, right? Well, I've taken her advice to heart. But now that you're here, I'm no longer alone. That means I can go outside. We're not going to go too far off, of course. So are you willing to help me out? Please follow the standardized payment model. Thanks. Of course, don't you worry. Well then, let's head over there, shall we? There's a place I'd like to go. God. Speaking of which, aren't you going to get told off for always saying some weird and spooky stuff? Oh, don't worry. I usually just jot my ideas down in a notebook. I don't know. After meeting you two, I just can't help but think my thoughts aloud. I must just be too excited to see some familiar faces. So these are lanterns? These ones look like fish. How very fascinating. So these handles can be used to raise the lanterns up? With this detachable structure, someone with a head for engineering design can easily have a section or two secretly added without being discovered. The space within is pretty large. You should be able to insert a few... Stop! Jolly well keep those thoughts to yourself. Eh? Oh, right. Sorry, I just can't stop myself from thinking aloud upon seeing these fascinating things. Yes, I'm sure of it. The addition of lanterns will add much to my novel. Could I trouble you to go to the side and take a picture of this fish lantern for me? I'd like to have a reference picture for later. Well, time to hone my camera skills some more, I guess. I'm leaving the photo taking in your hands then. Yes, please make sure you grab a shot of the entire lantern. This is incredibly important to me. Cooking up a scheme related to dimensions will be quite interesting. The question now is how they will solve the weight problem. Oh man. Oh, that was the wrong button. I had one job. Huh? Where did Guijara go? Wasn't she here just a moment ago? Guess she was kidnapped by a Qiaoying beast? Hey, don't say stuff like that. She probably just ran off somewhere thinking about her plotline. Let's search the area. The tea field to the side gives us a good vantage point. Let's start from there. Good idea. Let's start our search from up high. Bro, we look away for 2 fucking minutes. Ugh, where's Guijara gone? Is she suffering from her imaginitis again? We gotta find her and quick. If not, who knows what other weird stuff she might do. There's Guijaro. Eh? Hang on, something's not quite right with her. Guijaro, how did you get over here? No, I can't have them find the key clue just like that. Also, can someone really still think well after being tied up here all night? Wow, she's totally engrossed. Has she finally found a breakthrough? More like a real roadblock. Harley, Paimon, you've arrived just in time. Could you tie me to a wooden stake? This bitch. Did Paimon hear that right? Yep, that's exactly what I said. Please tie my hands and string me up by them on a tree. Well, they're all wood anyway, so it should make no difference. I don't intend to become the suspect in your novel. Oh, don't worry, I've already written up a liability document, which assigns responsibility for all mishaps that might occur to me. No, that's not the problem. Why do you want us to tie you up at all? You haven't done anything wrong. But the main character of my novel will be strung up by their hands by the villagers and left in the wild for a whole night, awaiting the Qiaoying beast's judgment. Later in the plot, the main character, having expected this turn of events, will somehow survive and endure the night, before revealing the truth behind everything. However, I have no clue how a person who has been tied up for a whole night would feel. Not how they'd sound, think, or even move. I leave to do things like come back to bondage. What can I say? This is just what we do in this stream. That's why I need you two to tie me up and keep me here the whole night. That way I'll be able to experience those feelings for myself. Nope, this is way too dangerous. Well, there is, but it probably wouldn't be as effective. Instead of that, I could raise my hands up and stay here for the whole night. Or you could just not write that novel. Our actions here could be easily misunderstood. You're really putting your main character through the ringer. Please, this is the most important step. Once I get over this hurdle, my novel will be complete. If we use this method, you won't have to commit any crimes. Not that we ever had to. We never had to in the first place. Well, I mean, you really don't have to do all that much. Just stand guard by my side so that I won't be dragged off by someone, or some animal, while I gather the information I need. Let me see. considering the atmosphere we're trying to create in the novel, we still need to go further up. Huh? Hey, wait for us! You and Guajaro climb to the highest point of the tea fields. Phew, it's kinda cold, but it really gets you into the mood of things. Are you really going to stand here the whole night with your hands upraised? That's right, I've decided to do this. Some sacrifices must be made for the sake of writing. Well, please stand guard here in the meantime. Just one night. Just one night. Let me think, how exactly should I raise my hands? Don't think the character would be able to return to the village alone like this. Guajaro! Let's help her up first. You help Guajaro up so she's sitting properly on the ground. So that's how it feels. It's quite awful indeed. Not only am I exhausted, I feel like even my mind's gotten all sluggish. Mission accomplished then? Of course. I finally know how it feels to be tied, strung up, and left to the elements for a night. Ma'am, you weren't tied and strung up. That protagonist of yours is pretty tough. That's right. I've also figured out how the protagonist is going to chase the Qiaoying beast away. If we conclude the story that way, it will surely... Oh, are they going to pull off a super cool trick? It will surely be really awesome. Guajaro faints once again. Hey, Guajaro, couldn't you have said how this would work before fainting? Anyway, let's get her to a doctor. Back to the village. Ms. Hung Fan was right. This lady really shouldn't have left the village. We're still in the village. Wait, that was it? We didn't, like, take her to a doctor? We're back, Uncle La. Oh, thank you. The tea cauldron technician has already arrived and is tinkering with it over there. Speaking of which, has the tea problem been solved? It has indeed. If only the tea cauldron could be fixed too, we might be able to turn this place into a tourist hotspot. You know, this tea cauldron is said to be a divine treasure that was given to Qiaoying village by that cloud retainer from Jueyun Cast. Speaking of Xinyan. I wonder what's gone wrong with it. So what's she doing? I don't understand the technician's jargon either. Structural analysis this, bond graph that. Anyway, she's examining the tea cauldron. Ah, over there. So that's real Qinggong in action, eh? Pretty sure that's not what that is. Before long, Old Montania finishes the examination. Mr. Law, I've finished examining the tea cauldron. From the look of it... You two are back? I was worried about the tea cauldron. Sure. No need to worry. There's no such thing as a problem that can't be solved after all. So how's it looking? What's wrong with the tea cauldron? It's not so much the tea cauldron itself as... Well, take a look at the bond graph I sketched out over here. The flow source itself should be fine, but something's off with the performance of several gyrators over here. Flow what now? Paimon's totally perplexed. Apologies, I'm just so used to using all these technical terms. In layman's terms, the tea cauldron itself is probably fine, but there's something wrong with 3 of the connected mechanisms. This is causing the flow of elemental energy nearby to act a little funny. 3 mechanisms. Oh right, you say mechanisms, we say monoliths. Mountain ley lines wind all over the place, so you have to control them with sacred stones to prevent chaotic elemental energy. Chaotic elemental energy is indeed a terrifying thing. These mechanisms shouldn't have much to do with the ley lines. They aren't directly connected. While we can't clearly see how the mechanisms are structured, their operating principles are the same. Those legendary adepti must have been phenomenal artisans. You're not wrong there. I may not understand the mechanical mysteries at work here, but that cloud retainer sure is an incredible adeptus for having come up with such ingenuity. True. These monoliths. Functionally speaking, a more accurate name would be 3-phase asynchronous elemental tuners. Tuners? That's right, according to the records, the great master Alain Guillotine himself, founder of the Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering, also designed a constrained layer dampener to regulate the elemental energy. While his blueprints are long lost, the principle should be the same. Emphasis on should be. Shame I'm too old to learn such things. So let me ask again, what caused this problem? Is it serious, and can it be fixed? Us technicians don't get too concerned with whether a problem is serious or not. We only think about whether or not it can be fixed. As for this particular issue, let's just say if it wasn't fixable, I'd have left a long time ago. Well, that's a relief. There I was, thinking the Adepti saw us as a bunch of neglectful fools and had cast some kind of magic on this ward to make it irreparable. Mr. Law, all devices are fundamentally the same. If they're left for too long without being maintained or repaired, it's only natural that problems will arise. As Master Guillotine once said, no matter what the system or how ingenious the original design, all mechanisms will eventually collapse if left to run completely on their own. That went right over Paimon's head. How? But anyway, if we can just fix those tuners, that should solve the problem, right? Yep, that's right. The 3 mechanisms connected to the tea cauldron aren't too far from here, so if you let me go take a look, I should be able to fix them. We'll come help too. Thanks, that's very kind of you. In that case, there's no point waiting around. Let's get going. Excellent. Ms. Harley, Paimon, I'll leave this tea cauldron business to your good selves and the technician. From what that technician last said, it seems like there's a problem with the monoliths in the mountains. But I don't know exactly how serious the problem is. I just hope it can be fixed quickly. Elemental tuner, elemental tuner. That's gotta be over there. Oh, wait, the different element signs on the side of the tea cauldron correspond to these. That makes sense. Resonate. Oh, okay. Oh, down here. What's our village with the Arkham Quest? You do a bit more it's night. Ooh, you're in for a treat. Cool. Anyway, the adjustments are complete. I think we're all good over here now. This elemental tuner. Yes, it should be that teacup-shaped thing over there. Okay, I got it. Can I ask you guys to lend me a hand, Harley and Paimon? Oh. Oh my god, not more of them. Nope. What? How did that... I watched the arrow go through it. Huh? Nope. Fuck. It's hard to predict the route. There we go. Great job. Then I assume the corresponding circuits over here should also be working now too. See, what did I tell you? They all follow the same principles. Just adjust a few things. For some reason I'm having flashbacks to Lumidu's Harbour. Lumidu's Harbour? Did Mountain used to work there? That's right, but the Aquabus project there has been paused temporarily. Ms. Cassignol, the person in charge, just sent me here on business first. Guess I'm a workaholic. I'd be bored out of my mind just hanging around there with nothing to do. Oh god. This shit. Wait, is this investigate? Oh, it is. What the fuck?
Right now, right here.
10 months? Might be wrong. So you have to take a month or two off at some point, so closer to 5 months. Yeah, I don't know why you did that. That's on you, bestie. So what's the strat with these? Oh, I guess I can just... There we go. This one's an easy one. Some of these are really difficult to time, though. Yay. Alright, this should sort it out. Probably. Thanks for your help, Harley and Paimon. Efficiency to rival the physical elevation of the Fontaine Research Institute itself. Hey, what kind of strange comparison is that? Uncle Law, with Mountain's help, all 3 mechanisms have now been taken care of. I knew you 3 could do it. Such extraordinary skill. It was all thanks to Harley and Paimon. I just need to do some final checks now, but there shouldn't be any problems. You 2 wouldn't be able to help out again, would you? Alright, let's head up together. You follow Haute Montagne to the tea cauldron. After tapping the tea cauldron lightly, a slight look of surprise appears on Haute Montagne's face. Eh? What's up? There's just something strange about the echo. According to my calculations, it should be more of a thump, thump, thump sound. Could you have miscalculated, maybe? Surely that's way too abstract anyway. What do you mean by thump, thump, thump? Well, the tea cauldron's empty, so going by the formula left by Master Guillotine, the echo should be much clearer. Light to that could be the reason. Have we considered just opening up the cauldron? Huh? What exactly is the problem? Can't see anything from the outside. Why don't you take a look inside, Paimon? Paimon can't fit in there. No way, surely. Paimon feels like we've discussed this before, but why do you always try to get Paimon to go into such strange places? Forget it, I'll check it out myself. Taps the tea cauldron, like this. No response? Taps the tea cauldron, or like this. Still no response. What? Huh? What the fuck just happened? Harley, Paimon, are you two okay? We're fine, but it seems like we were sucked into the teapot. Lots of elemental creatures in here too. Elemental creatures? That makes sense.
Into the wind.
You see the creatures are formed from elemental sedimentation, but why are there so many of them? Mountain, can't you at least try doing something?
Skyward! Got him!
Oh my god.
Emerge. Right now.
So it was, of course it was an adeptal teapot. Oh, duh. Of course, that makes sense. What? Where are you? What? Oh, over there. Oh, it's fucking Animo, isn't it? And I've got 2 Animo users.
Right here. Right now. Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge.
Oh,
right
this
here,
thing's
right now.
kind of chunky, actually. The fuck? 5 bit posted? Hell fucking yeah.
Seize the sky! Yeah! Got him! Skyward!
Right here.
Can I hit this thing? How's it going inside? Should have been the last sediment elemental. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, of course, it's like a teapot, Ralph. Whoa, how did you come out from there? I was just about to call someone. I was worried sick. Never imagined an Adepti treasure could suck people in like that. But check this out. Whoa, this tea flowing out after cleaning out the elemental sedimentation. Hang on, this looks like it's just regular water. Wow, Leo's Adepti mechanisms are truly incredible. They can even generate whole new spaces. Even Master Guillotine himself couldn't do such a thing. Seems like little Mal was right after all. There'll always be someone better than you, and teapots you haven't been to. That's not how it goes. Needless to say, without you, the tea cauldron wouldn't have been repaired so quickly. Thanks for your help. Haute Montagne. But you don't have to use my full name. Just call me Mountain. It basically means the same thing anyway. Alright, well thank you, Mountain. Roasting tea will never be as efficient as processing it in a workshop, but seeing as this tea cauldron was a divine treasure, it'll surely be a real tourist magnet and help revitalize Qiaoying village. We'll invite the tourists to experience our centuries-old tea-making traditions themselves, and pocket a few more for entry tickets in exchange. Seems like someone's forgotten to respect the Adepti. Aha! The village will prosper, business will boom, and the Adepti will smile upon us when they see it. Isn't that a kind of respect? Thank you all, dear guests, for your help as well. Qiaoying Village's future is looking bright once again. Hehe, you're too kind. As long as there's plenty of tea and snacks waiting for us the next time we come. But of course, excuse me, that goes without saying. Your Qiaoying Village is VIPs now. Once the first batch is done, I'll reserve some of the very highest quality tea for you to sample. I'm really enjoying this life. This is an order from Choiseul Haute Montagne. What are you doing using his name? Don't scare me like that. I'm on the application side, so only Raimundo can fire me. You got me good there. For a moment, I thought they needed people so badly that they'd sent someone to come kidnap me. Feeling guilty, aren't you? Guilty? Nonsense. I'm here on official business. Look, Qiaoying village sent someone to the Institute because they needed someone to repair something. The Institute couldn't find anyone, and when they noticed I was twiddling my thumbs in Lumidu's harbour, they ultimately decided to send me. Right, I know what you're going to ask next. I was working on applying the multi-phase tuner to hydrology, so I'm more on the application side. My head hurts just looking at the theoretical discussions. We don't get a lot of opportunities to be in the spotlight, but I'm satisfied just looking at my results being implemented and in operation. Oops, I accidentally said things that I shouldn't have. Please don't take what I said seriously, honorary senior researcher. I'm begging you. Please don't rat on me to Choiseul or Raimondo. When are you planning on returning to the Institute? Returning? Well, when the repairs are done, of course. The 3-phase asynchronous elemental tuner is not something that can be fixed in a day. I also have to design a comprehensive maintenance plan for the folks here. It requires taking the environment, the people, changes in the geography, and available materials into consideration. See, all this takes time, so I won't be able to go back for quite a while. Sure. Are you here to take part in the Chenyu Vale Trek Scenic Photography Contest? Scenic Photography Contest? What's that? What do you think, Paimon? It's exactly as its name implies. It's a contest designed to promote the beautiful scenery of Chenyu Vale. We previously surveyed the Vale's residents to collect opinions regarding its most captivating scenic spots. Now we're tasking contestants with going to and capturing images of said locations using their cameras. Lastly, we'll pick out a handful of exceptional ones to use as promotional examples, which will be exhibited on the street outside Hasia Post. Yeah, Hasia Post. Well, how about it, you two? Great, there's no one better at photography than I am. You look like you just can't wait to begin snapping some shots. Allow me to add that if your works are chosen, there'll be a special surprise just for you. Wow, a surprise? We better give it our all then. We still prepared a little reward for your time and effort, even if your work isn't selected. We hope it'll be to your satisfaction. Where do I start? Have a look at this guide. These are the residents' recommended scenic spots of Chenyu Vale. What would you say the best scenic attraction in Chenyu Vale is? It's gotta be my hometown, Qiaoying Village. Not only are the sights amazing, but the animals there are super cute. I recommend going in the afternoon. Location that has been crossed out? The Jade Mouth, a life lived without visiting it is surely one with regrets, especially that gemstone orb. When you look at it in the morning, it's like a moon that is yet to set. Location that's been crossed out. The Lotus Pond next to the ancient Tea Tree King may not be that famous, but I find it to have a serene beauty at night. You just have to be careful of the monsters nearby. Location that has been crossed out. If you ask me, it's gotta be Mount Xianlian, right? You rarely see such strange mountains anywhere else, and sunset there is truly moving. There are other locations written in the guide, but they've also been crossed out. Huh? Why are some of the locations crossed out? That's because those locations have been fully signed up for. We're hoping to provide a more comprehensive display of Chenyu Vale's beauty. These 4 remaining locations are still available for registration. You can select one or more of them. Paimon gets it now. Harley, how about we sign up for all of the remaining locations? If our chance of winning the prize is 1 in 4, then we'd be guaranteed to win if we take 4 photos. This way the surprise will be ours for sure. That's not how probability works. Really? But isn't 1/4 multiplied by 4 equal to 1? It is, but... What are we waiting for then? Let's get going. That surprise is ours for the taking. My dear friend, are you here to participate in the photography competition as well? As a Fontenian photographer, one who's emerged from the camera's birthplace, let me offer you some advice. The purest essence of photography lies within the camera itself. Hence, I'd like to introduce you to someone. Back in my hometown, the cameras he makes are beloved without exception. They come at reasonable prices too, and I just know how to get my hands on one. Hey, don't give me that uninterested look. I'll get you an extra discount. Hey, don't leave! Heyo, friendo, you've been all over. I imagine you've had the pleasure of admiring quite a few sights in your time. I wonder if the Chenyu Vale spots for this contest will be able to top the ones you've experienced. Sounded like he was trying to sell me something. Any grinds in chat? See that? Thing's shaped like a huge circle with a big mouth. Is that why it's called the Jade Mouth? This is a good spot for our photo. Oh. That's so pretty. This should be the Lotus Pond by the ancient Tea Tree King. What do you know? Just like the guidebook said, there's monsters. Don't worry about it. Me and Paimon just knew these monsters were no match for you, Harley. Next, we need to find a good angle to take a photo of the lotus pond. Hey. Lotus pond beneath the moon. Look over there, there's a really weird bird. Aren't they called pelicans or something? You could take a photo of both it and Qiaoying village. It'll be... Oh. Is this pelican here yours, kid? Could we photograph it alongside Qiaoying village? Hee-hee. Hee-hee. Ang-ang-ang. Hee-hee. Eh? What are you saying?
Complex notes of fruit, floral, and nut in my butt? What?
Money.
It's pelican talk, which means great, great. You speak pelican? Only a little, because I notice when they eat, they don't stop going free, 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 ang, ang, free, free. I'm sure they're happily saying that it's great, great. So I learned to call to them in that manner too. They come over as soon as they hear, probably because they think there's food. If you want to photograph one, then maybe you could try calling out to one yourself. It's too bad I gotta get home now, otherwise I could teach you some more. No worries, kiddo, we'll try it ourselves. Thanks, and get home safely. Harley, let's give it a go over there. If we can attract a pelican, it'll increase our work's chances of success. You're like, what the fuck? This one. There's a pelican coming. Quick, let's take a picture with it in Qiaoying village.
Scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone
Yay.
to become a wanderer.
Someone help me! Help! Huh? Looks like someone's calling for help. Let's go have a look. Dragon big sleep one.
Right here, right now.
Hang on, don't come any closer. Are you good people? Hey, we're the ones who saved you just now. Did you hit your head on something, or? Ah, you're right. I'm really sorry about that. My Chenyu Vale trek has been nothing but dizzyingly bad luck. Thank you. So you're participating in the photography contest too? You are as well? What a coincidence. I'm just an ordinary tourist though, so I couldn't do anything about those hilly churls. I came across those louts on the road, and they captured and brought me back here without letting me get a word in lengthwise. Edgeways? Hilly churls don't also collect tolls, do they? Preposterous. Luckily I ran into you guys. Today was a tough day for you indeed. Not just today, yesterday was terrible as well. I bought a rather expensive camera from a Fontaine merchant, but it broke after only a few uses. When I went back to find him, he was gone. Oh, that was the scammer. What a shady guy. Be sure to keep an eye on your wallet while you're out and about. Sorry. Got a little sidetracked there. Since you're also taking part in the competition, you must be here to photograph Mount Shenliang, right? Correct? What say I share the best photography spot that I found around here with you as thanks? Here, I'll mark it on your map for you. You can see it from here. In fact, it's right over there. Eh? What about you then? Aren't you participating in the contest as well? This area is rather dangerous, so it would be best for me to switch things up. I remember the guide spoke of other locations. I think I should check out the tea tasting adapters. Yeah, that sounds good. Goodbye, you two. Hopefully things start turning out well for me now. Wow, this is a great angle. Time to take out the old camera. Really? Mount Shenliang. Phew, Paimon took a look at the photos we've got. Qiaoying Village, the Lotus Pond, Jade Mouth, and Mount Shenliang. If we win a prize don't win a prize after all this, it'll be a total travesty. Seeing how relaxed you look, I suppose you must be here to submit your photos. Just leave them with me. Not bad at all. You must have put in a lot of work to capture such beautiful scenes. Well done. These photos. What's wrong? Are ours not good enough? It's quite the opposite. I've seen some excellent submissions these past few days, but your works are refreshing all the same. Let's take this shot of Qiaoying Village. The pelican adds a touch of liveliness to the tranquil village, contrasting stillness and movement, a one-of-a-kind approach indeed. If it were just up to me, your works would certainly be selected for use. Wow, what a compliment! You're making Paimon blush a little. Blush? You're not the one who took these photos. Paimon was just feeling flattered on your behalf. Paimon knows all about your modesty. Well, in any case, our selection process will be completed before tomorrow morning. From 8 in the morning until 6 at night, we will exhibit the selected works on the street outside Hasia Post. Thank you for participating in the Chenyu Vale Trek Scenic Photography Contest. Don't forget to come back around tomorrow. You bet! We're not going to miss out on the final surprise. Pretty! You've made it. Have you seen the exhibited works? A total of 8 works have been selected for this iteration of our why can I speak? Our Chenyu Vale trek, and half of those are yours. Congratulations. Wow, that's awesome. See, Harley, Paimon was right about getting 4 out of 4. Paimon's math skills really are something. Why is Paimon complaining about running around when she's floating? It's never clear. It's 4 out of 8, actually. The judges also showed great appreciation for your other 2 works, much like I said yesterday. And so, please take this limited edition, our Chenyu Vale Trek commemorative photo album. It features all of the contest selected works. You've earned it. This was a surprise? Oh, it looks amazing. Ah, pretty. And then there's the ones taken by... Wait, they're actual, like, taken by other NPCs? Oh, wait, this is anonymous? Okay. Okay. Cute. I like that. If it's alright with you, I also have some more for you. No, it's not alright with me. Please take it. I'd like to thank you again for participating, this time on a personal level. This is my hometown, and you have forever captured the beauty of this place. These works will surely cause more people to fall in love with it. Thank you. Nice. Let's go. Uh-oh, that dude from Inazuma is here as well. I better pretend I didn't notice him. Luckily, there's someone in between us, so he probably doesn't see me. Darn it, why are these scenery photos so captivating? I don't want to leave this place yet. These photos were shot quite nicely. It's just a shame that the atmosphere around me seems rather off. Maybe I should pick a different spot from which to appreciate them. There he is, that shady Fontaine merchant. Has my luck really begun to turn around? I should just rush over and grab hold of him right now. But then I wouldn't be able to appreciate these charming photos of Chenyu Vale. No, I would just suffer further loss that way. I'd be better off doing so after viewing them, especially for my selected work. So, I thought of some treasure hoarders. We drink out of the same bottle, yeah? We don't say thanks for such big favours. You're ever in a jam, you just holler, and it'll be done in a flash. Wow, you're pretty polite. Just doing my part to uphold justice. Supremely honourable. Righteous beyond measure. In that case, I got something juicy to tell both of you. Well, she's pretty. Our big cheese. He's probably in a jam himself. Probably needs some help, yeah? Big cheese? Our boss, the leader of us Iron and Salt gang. He's with a bunch of Fontanian cats down at the bottom of the cliff over there. Left us behind to hold down the fort. But you saw what happened too, right? Those Fontanian frogs snuck in while the big shot was away and stabbed us in the butt. Really put the screws to us. Eek! Stabbed you in the butt! Yikes. Brat, really trying to take us for a ride? Since they tipped their mitts and showed their mugs here, our boss is probably going to get double-crossed too. What do you say, Bo? In for a more, in for the lot. You wouldn't back out now, would ya? As long as boss is safe, you're guaranteed the swankiest of meals and can live the good life. Where is he? I'll go check it out. On that beach beneath the cliff. You'll see when you get there. Okay. I'll leave you to it, and be on over after I finish here. Sure. Come on, fellas. Rip the clothes off these Fontanian frogs. Shirts, jackets, don't leave a thread on them. God damn. Okay, sis. Curse that Fontanian Pinky Club. They got no respect for rules. Quick, someone tells the big cheese something fishy's going on. What is this slang? We've been caught in a pickle. Nearly zotzed. Oh, what the fuck does that mean? Huh?
This fine day,
Look, there's so many people on the beach there.
heavens must be.
That must be the head of the gang. Oh, whoops. We've been pals, Johnny, so I get the pickle you found yourself in lately. You could have just talked to me straight, but causing a mess like this, it's enough to break my heart. Well, pal, you know business as usual is no longer the usual over here. Spinady Rasul is on the rise, and my brothers are a bit out of sorts. But I still got to look after all the birds in my crew. If this keeps up, they won't even get crumbs. We got good business going between us. It's pretty reasonable. But if you can give us more, I'm sure we all know it'll scratch your back in the future. If not, there are plenty of other fish in the sea, Iron Ming. It's not like you can't find new friends. So I take it that means this is your final offer, right, Johnny? You got a problem with what I'm offering? You kidding me, Mr. Fontana? Just tell us what you're up to. Who are you trying to steal from with this little money? Stop shouting nonsense. Shut it. Ooh. Listen, Johnny, the dumb pesky family pays me 58 thou box, and the dinero 70 thou. Thou? Toe? I don't know. I shouldn't have to tell you just how big they are in Lumidus Harbour, yeah? Quintanero. But for you, I only asked for 100 grand for 3 boxes, and even threw in special pickup and delivery service on top. Now why do I do that? Because I cherish you as a friend. No need for me to harp on all that. I'm sure you just didn't think it through. Let's find a place to drink while we talk, eh? I like his... It looks like a unique model. Or like a unique outfit anyway. I don't need all that. I know how you Liyue people get about contracts. Since the point of contracts is fairness, I don't think friendship supersedes that. Brother Johnny! Someone who understands the spirit of contracts so well. My men ought to learn from you. It's just that, at least on this matter, I'd like to see you guys respect the contract more. Of course, of course. You're being more than reasonable, and the ancient Liyue tradition of upholding contracts is something we can all admire. I suppose I must find a way to prove my sincerity. Walker, you think we can raise our offer? Say, 1 mora per item? Oh my god. That's very generous, Mr. Johnny. These good people of Liyue have worked so hard for us, so we do owe them 1 extra mora per item. Fontanian frogs, just what are you trying to pull here? Come on, old pal, can't you just feel my sincerity radiating off me from where you're standing? I take it you're going to breach our agreement then, Johnny. Oh, am I? What do you think, Walker? Mr. Johnny, there's plenty of other fish in the sea if you ask me. Any minnow should know that. I'm ashamed of you, Walker. How could you insult our Liyue friend like that? I mean, we're going to take over their turf soon anyway. Shouldn't we show a bit of gratitude? Sorry, Mr. Johnny. You slippery bastards. They put bastards in this game? You're telling me I can't write the word damn in, like, chat to friends in this game, but they can write bastards. What the fuck, bro? The audacity to plan something like that. Whoa, calm down with the insults. No need to be rude. No, I think it's fair. Hey, who are the 2 youngsters? Well, now this is interesting. Are all Liyue little children brave like them? Walker? Hey, where did you snotty kids come from? Bro, I'm like thousands of years old. Here's some more. Now scram, run on back to your mummies. Hey, don't any of you have any manners? And who are you two? We're here to make certain somebodies run on back to their mummies. From the sounds of it, looks like you're Mr. Ironwing's rusted little help. So you had the same idea too, eh, Mr. Ironwing? Well, we didn't exactly come unprepared. Walker? Come on, boys, it's time. What? Oh, dearie me. Guess what? I think we have more people on our side. Oh, hello. I am so sorry, Mr. Ironwing. Before our little meeting, I made prior arrangements to have the people guarding your camp taken care of. Now it's your turn. I'll make sure your business is in good hands. Boss. Johnny, if you want to get a slant at our business, it won't be duck soup. Don't know what that means. Well, I hope you can back up your tough talk. Get him!
Right here.
Okay.
Emerge.
Pinky looks pinky. Comrades, let's get him! Hey, why aren't you guys doing anything? Little Fontanian frog, open your beady little eyes and take a look. He died so fast. 2 incredible heroes. I am in your debt. It's quite alright. No matter where you make a deal, you should always honour your contract. This little heroine's got the picture. Still, you 2 seem wise to our deal. Why? Iron Doyle told us about it. She said you were bootlegging or some such. But what does bootleg mean? Some sort of illegal transaction. In that case, I must repay you 2 chivalrous heroes. Boys, come truss them up nice and tight and toss them into the sea. What the fuck, bro? Huh? Be sure to tie a few extra rocks to them too. They did us Iron and Salt Gang a big favour, so let's not make them suffer more than they should. What? You want to do what to us? My dear little hero, from what you just said, I would have thought you'd understand. Liyue is indeed a place very particular about contracts. And walking in on a transaction between outlaws means you get silenced. Surely that is an unspoken contract known to all. bro. There's no such thing as that contract. Repaying our kindness with murder is the real breach of contract here. Please don't make this harder on yourselves. If I have to do it myself, you'll be in for a world of hurt. Oh no, I'm shaking in my boots. Shut up. Iron Chwana. Just what are you waiting for? Get them. Boss Ming, you really are heartless. Unjust. As long as we can stop villains like you from befouling Liyue with your criminal conduct, all of our efforts will have been worth it. Oh my god, wait, what? Round them up. What? Iron Ming, you lowly scum. Open your eyes and take a good look at us. Who are we? Millilith? Whoa, whoa, slow down a sec. What's going on? Why the sudden... I thought you were just newbies. I never imagined you were a bunch of cursed sleuths. Don't count on me going quietly. Bring it on. Damn.
Right here, right now.
I love how the Millilith are just watching. They're not like helping in any way. This trip was really worth it. Not only did we get who we came for, but we also got to meet the famous traveller. You know us? Of course. I have relatives in Liyue Harbour, and I've heard all about you, so I recognized you from the get-go. But there were too many ears around, and I didn't want to risk spooking them, so I didn't come clean. Sorry about that. So it wasn't an illegal deal we butted on, but a bust? Correct. We've had our eyes on these smugglers for a while now, but I only managed to infiltrate them recently with a bit of timely assistance. It's been about a month since then, but today we finally got the opportunity to nab the Iron and Salt Gang and the big Fontanian fish all in one fell swoop. Not to mention the fact that those Fontaine fellows almost wiped us out with their dirty tricks. We were fortunate to have your help, Traveller. Unfortunately, you'll have to take a rain check on the swanky feast we promised. However, we do have some more for you. Please, take it. And don't even think about saying no. You should be rewarded for helping others. That's the contract we should all uphold. Otherwise, in the future, fewer and fewer people will be willing to extend the hand to those in need. Okay, we should probably clean the rest of this up. We won't hold you up any longer. Best of luck to you both. Huh. The fuck? Traveller, you came too. Don't worry, we'll take care of the rest. These gangsters won't make trouble in Liyue again. Fair. What a random little quest. The bandits have been cleared out of the area. You may proceed and enjoy the scenery. Thanks, bro. Yo, dear customer, you look like your travels have you absolutely beat. Are you looking for a place to put up your feet and enjoy a cup of tea? You have tea here? Just so. In fact, this is the only tea stall for miles around. What teas do you have? Fiery explosive sweet nectar tea. Yes, that's the one. It's a special type of tea made from wild sweet flowers and the nectar of whopper flowers. It burns at first, but the aftertaste is cool and refreshing, and it's great for washing away exhaustion. You won't find it anywhere else. Whoa, a tea Paimon's never heard of, and it sounds amazing too. Unfortunately, yours truly has run out of the necessary ingredients. Fortunately, there are some close by, but unfortunately, it's a bit dangerous, since you've got to pick sweet flowers while dealing with pyro whopper flowers that just pop up out of nowhere. As long as I get enough ingredients to reopen, who cares how big the reward I offer is? I'll make it all back and then some. 'Tis a shame, and embarrassing to boot, but would you mind just hanging around elsewhere for a bit? I'm going to patter on off to the Adventurers Guild and get them to help harvest the materials. Good news, we're the adventurers you're looking for. Well... That's right, and we've just got to try that explosive sweet nectar tea. Just leave the ingredients to us. The whopper flowers there are as plentiful as the stones on Mount Mingyuan. Mingyuan. I'd caution against taking such a risk. If there really are that many, shouldn't this place be called Whopper Flower Mountain? Oh, I just remembered. I actually already have a contractual agreement with the Adventurers Guild. If I simply allowed the two of you to just take over, it wouldn't be proper. You're weird, you know that? Here, you've got two readily available adventurers right in front of you, ready to help, and yet you're backtracking. Anyway, though the tea is good, the timing isn't. I do hope you'll be back, dear customers. Sure. Hey Harley, what do you say we ignore him and just go get the ingredients? We'll be able to try the tea then, right? Paimon really wants to give that tea he talked up a try. He's bullshitting somehow. Oh, nice. The fuck? What the?
Perhaps one should invent some form of
That's
cure
so
to
funny,
solve
what the
that
fuck?
mechanism. Emerge right now.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Whoa, I guess there really are a bunch of pyropophiles here. The tea seller wasn't lying after all. Ah? You... my dear customers, you... Here are the ingredients. Tea, please. What? Did you guys really deal with the pyropophiles? Sure, there were quite a few, but for pros like us, it was just a bit of weed whacking. Quite a few? Ah, no. Yes, yours truly knows just how many there are. The two of you truly are both skilled and courageous. Please, allow me to express my admiration and undying respect. Good thing these two are okay. I'd lose my job otherwise. Looks like I'll need to try a different excuse next time. Humph. Looks like you've got no reason not to make us the special, fiery, explosive sweet nectar tea now, right? Because we'd like to drink some, pronto. Yes, your humble servant will prepare some post-haste. Blasted, how do I even... It can't be that hard, right? It'll be fine if I just dump the sweet flowers and whopper flower nectar in together, right? Oh my god. You realise something isn't quite right, but Paimon picks it up and drains her cup in a single paimonial gulp. Blech! What the heck is that stuff? Paimon's never drunk anything that terrible before. How does your tea store manage to stay open? So sorry. I apologise for the torment inflicted upon your tongue, dear customer. Please take this as a token of my sincerity. Consider it reparations for the crimes committed against your taste buds, and a reward for bringing me the materials. Fine. Guess you're still an alright person, although your tea brewing skills are pretty bad. Don't say that. Anyway, thanks to you two, your humble servant finally has all the necessary ingredients. Now, if you two don't have any other pressing matters about these parts, you should head back as soon as possible. After all, who knows what kind of dangers might be lurking out in the wild. Sir? The fuck?
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
You've already tasted our specialty tea. The wilds can be dangerous, so if there's nothing else, do return home soon. Do you have any more new teas? Do not worry, I'm working on it as we speak. What do you do here exactly? That is a strange question. This here is my tea store, but what would one do with such a place if not sell tea? Goodbye. Stay safe. How bizarre.